Hello, welcome to the channel. My name is Castle Goblin. This is the Goblin Cave TV, and today we have a one-shot for Humblewood. It's an amazing setting built by the Deck of Many Things. Deck of Many Things do a lot of products, including Deck of Many Things, and including a holographic version which they've recently released. But this is one of their campaign settings. It's built from the Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition universe and rule settings, so it is open game license on Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. We have Syrinscape for amazing audio. I know this sounds really weird with why we've got pirate music in the background, but it's kind of a pirate-themed one-shot. Wakewyrm's Fury is a pirate-themed game, and it's also based off. This is the free RPG which they did this year. Free RPG is an amazing idea where lots of companies, they build stuff, they make stuff, they give you content for free for one day of the year, and it encourages people just to get into gaming and encouraging gaming for your local game stores. So if you are a game store and you're watching this, please look up Free RPG Day, and it'll help your sales, and it'll help your community of role players, because they kind of get left in the back room where the front room's all taken up by card gamers. Yes, I'm talking about you, Magic the Gathering. But anyway, we have donation systems as well for the game. So you can donate the game with $1 or per 100 bits. Every dollar donation will give one of our cast members a D4 dice to use. It starts at D4. It goes up every dollar amount to D6, D8, D10, D12. If it goes past D12, then the GM gets a D20, and they get to use it against. Oh, she gets to use it against our players today. So that's a really great way of contributing to the game, helping out the channel, and helping or harming the players, maybe. The other catch is that if a player doesn't use their dice, it's kind of a case of if another donation comes in, they lose it, the new person gets a bigger donation. So it's a use it or lose it system. And that's pretty much all you'll be hearing from me for the rest of the day. I'm going to be in the background. You won't be hearing me, you won't be seeing me. Thank you for coming in advance, of course. And I'm going to cross across to Molly, our GM, and our players for the day. So bye for me for now.
Hello, I am Molly, your malevolent GM for the evening. Would our players like to introduce themselves?
Well, I suppose I'll go first. Hello, I'm Dreadactyl. New to the Goblin Cave, but very excited to be joining this game in Humblewood, and coming to you from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, in the United States, and excited for what is to come.
Hello, I am caffeinated, but I prefer coffee. I am much like Dry, new to the Goblin Cave, but I am also very excited to be here. And I will be playing Fen Freefield, fighter.
I'm IR Spec. I am from Calgary, up in Canada. Very excited to be playing in the Humblewood setting, getting a lot of Redwall vibes. We were talking about that before the show a bit, and yeah, really excited to play as Kalina here. Fabulous bard, the wind touched.
I suppose I should have said that I will be playing as Shay Anvil, the Vulcan Wizard.
Yes, wonderful. So let us jump right into it. So our adventure takes place in the faraway world of Everden. In this world, on the eastern coast of a great continent, lies a vast forest, nestled in between the mountains and the sea. It is an ancient and magical place known as the Humblewood. The humble folk and bird folk who call the Humblewood their home share in its bountiful resources, some of them enjoying rich lives beneath its verdant canopies, and others, hardier, eking out a living along the rocky shoreline of the Talongrip coast. Amongst these hardy stock are the bird folk of Saltar's Port, a bird folk city built into a large sandstone cliff face. It is the only access for ships coming to or leaving from the Humblewood, and has sparked a vibrant trade business which offers the riches of the wood to far-off cities and kingdoms unknown. As your party arrives in the city, you see the travelers navigating roads carved out of the cliffside and rope ladders recycled from old ship's rigging. Now, why don't you describe your characters in a little bit more detail? What do we see as we look at you, Shay?
Hello, my name is Shay Amble. Before you, you see a lithe, foxen-looking gentleman. A small pair of reading glasses resting on his snout, light beige white robes with a red scarf, and a book always in hand. Staying to the back of his party, but always keeping a keen eye on those around you.
Wonderful. Fen?
As you look upon the humble knight, Fen Freefield, you see a classic Jebedine knight, big ears, fairly average fur color, and with black markings around the eyes. Always kind of looking from the side, kind of nervously surveying the surroundings to keep out for danger, especially around his fox companion, who he always keeps in his peripheral vision.
Speaking of that fox companion, oh, actually, sorry, we have just described that fox companion. So let us describe the wonderful bird companion, the Kalina quill.
Yes, I'm sure many of you have already heard of me, but I am Kalina, the Wind-Touched. Perhaps you've heard songs and tales of my various exploits. Wind-Touched, you say. Perhaps some of you aren't up to speed on what that might mean. And you can see from my fabulous black feathers that there are different patterns of purple and some bits of vibrant green worked into my feathers. This is a gift. It is a supernatural gift given to me, and I choose to share it with everyone here in the land. I'm often found in various taverns or on adventures, helping other adventurers accomplish various tasks throughout Humblewood and abroad. Very vibrantly dressed. I have a hat with several colored feathers in it as well to match the beautiful patterns that are naturally there on my coat of feathers.
Yes, there is absolutely nothing upsetting about you wearing a hat with feathers as a bird person. Nothing at all. It's definitely not like wearing a skin suit. All right. The city is large and bustling. Humble folk and bird folk alike swinging past your heads as your party wanders the street. You find yourselves in what you can only assume to be the mercantile district of Saltar's Port, surrounded by little shops and stands. You get the sense that you could find most anything here, though you've only just arrived. Everyone roll me an insight.
Okay.
Everyone perhaps also go into their character sheet and turn off roll automatic advantage. It's okay. So we will look, specifically, it looks like Kalina notices that some of these vendors might not actually be selling some of the goods they claim to be. It might be wise to keep a good head on your shoulders. You can also all roll me a perception.
I don't know if you guys were planning on buying anything in this area, but look out for fakes. I mean, I've spent quite a bit of time amongst merchant peddlers, and they don't always sell what they claim to be selling.
Well, they all look kind of trustworthy to me. Who would want to sell bad merchandise to customers? That wouldn't be very smart sale-wise, you know?
Well,
it's actually incredibly smart sale-wise.
Well, unfortunately, Fen, not all of the merchants are as forthcoming as you tend to be. I, for one, might find some ink and parchment if I'm able to.
So, Fen and Kalina, as you are taken by these sights, you see stands with shinies in them. You see beautiful shops that have what look to be just wondrous pieces of armor. Although, Kalina, you do notice that some of it appears to be maybe aluminum plated and perhaps not actually made of real metal. Wise shopper though you are, caveat emptor. Shay, you notice very centrally located, the largest and perhaps most compelling shop that you have seen so far. Just clearly the piece de resistance of the mercantile district, jutting out of the cliffside in a refurbished ship's bow with a serpentine figurehead, delicate lettering spelling out above it, "The Marguerite Rose." This appears to you to be the real deal.
Now, Kalina, I do know that you said that there are many merchants we can't trust, but if you look over there, that I just must see. You have to admit there's something good in there.
Well, it certainly does look fancy.
Is this a shop that I would have heard of before? That's famous in these parts, or is it brand new to us?
You could roll me a history.
Sure, let's do that. Looks like
all right.
20.
With a history of 20, you absolutely have heard of the Marguerite Rose, and you know the person who runs it. Her name is Petra Cloudburst, although you would know that she is also called the Captain. The Captain is a former member of the Coast Guard and very well regarded within Saltar's port. And so you know that this is the place with all of the best wares and a lot of the times all of the hottest goss.
Shay, you have unexpectedly good taste for once. That is in fact a establishment owned by a friend of mine, and I can guarantee you will find no finer goods this side of the Humblewood.
Very good. We'll lead the way then.
Oh, absolutely. Right this way. There is a special entrance for friends of the owner.
The special entrance, as you would know, Kalina, is a lovely little, what do they call them? The little circular shaped windows that they have in boats, because it's made out of a refurbished ship. And as you squeeze it,
porthole.
Porthole, yes, it's a little porthole in the side of the shop, and you open it and you're able to squeeze through into an employees only room.
Awesome. Is there anyone in the room with us?
Yes, you see a little bluebird with a little chip in his beak. He goes, "Oi! What you lot doing here?"
Oh, hi, darling. Is Petra around? We're friends.
Oh, Petra, she's out in the front managing the cash register. The till.
Okay. Well, we'll just go right on through then.
All right. You can tell her Alistair sent you. How'd you know about this anyway?
Well, I mean, I've been here before. Do you not know who I am?
And he takes a second, looks at how shiny your wings are.
I kind of flap them about a bit and be like, "Do you not know who I am?"
Looks at the somewhat upsetting feathers that you also wear in your hat, and says, "You're Kalina the Wind Touched, aren't you?"
The one and only. I thought you might recognize me. What was your name, by the way?
Oh, I'm Alistair. Alistair Silverwing. Please remember the name, miss. It's a pleasure to meet you. And he extends his wing. I don't know how a handshake goes between two bird people, but I would really love to see it.
Little claws.
It's yeah. and
wrapped a wing.
Sure, of course. And why should I remember your name? What's so special about you there?
Well, don't go blathering around, but I know some things about this place. I can tell you some rumors if you come back and visit me, you know? I'm from Brooklyn now. It happens.
I've heard of that. It's a fine treehouse.
Branchland. It's not Brookland, it's Branchland.
No, the brook. You know the Babylon Brook out by the tree?
Hell yeah.
Do I get the sense that Alistair actually has some important secrets, or is he just trying to put it on a show here?
Roll me an insight.
Oh, that's a nat one.
You think Alistair's just trying to get it?
Come find me when you're a bit older, maybe there. Shall we continue?
Yes.
Friends,
please.
Shay, Fen, right through this way.
Okay.
Yeah,
sure.
he bows and opens the door for you. After you miss.
Why, thank you. And yeah, I'll continue on into the shop, escorting my friends to the front.
All right, so you see as you approach the front, you see you see open up ahead of you a beautiful store that made entirely out of just a hollowed out ship's deck and hull, and you see shelves lined with all sorts of oddities. You see suits of armor that look to be this time actually armor. You see also at the counter where the till appears to be another bird person with black feathers so dark that they kind of gleam in the light like an oil slick. One of her wings appears to be clipped and damaged. One of her eyes has a scar on it, but they're sharp and intense and beady. And she eyes every customer coming through with startling precision.
Petra, looking lovely as always.
Kalina, it's been a while. How have you been?
Oh, here and there, doing this and that. Have you heard anything of my adventures?
I always make sure to pay the traveling bards when they come by bringing words of your stories.
I'm glad to hear it. These are companions of mine. This is Fen and this is Shay, and I had to bring them to your shop. We were just passing through town, and they're in a bit of a mind to purchase some things.
Hello, miss.
Hello, it's wonderful
Nice
to
to
meet
meet
you. Any companions of Kalina are companions of mine. What brings you to Saltai's Port? You usually don't come by unless there's some grand adventure afoot.
Well, we're actually in the search for adventure.
Ah, are you?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Wow.
What's the local rumors? Is there anything afoot? Anything that might attract, attention if someone should set it to rights?
And she takes a moment to think about it, and she goes, well, I don't know that it's anything that the guard can't handle themselves. There have been pirates nearby. I've been a little concerned, actually. But I'm sure it's nothing.
But pirates? Oh, no.
Have these pirates been causing any sort of trouble with your merchant ships or anyone else in the port?
That's the thing. I don't know how seriously we should take this threat because they haven't done anything to interfere with our business. We've just seen the ships near Talongrip Coast and near Tideswell Cave, and so we don't know what it is they're doing. I must admit I am a little concerned.
Now, most importantly, Petra, is the citizens of this town concerned? Is it something that they would like to see resolved?
Well, the citizens of this town are a little bit braver than they are wise, if you know what I mean. But if you were able to maybe investigate Tideswell Cave and see to it that there was nothing to be concerned about, I might be willing to, as a friend, make sure it was worth your while.
Oh, well, I mean, of course, just getting to see you again is payment enough. But I mean, if you see fit to throw us, something of value, that would be amazing. And of course, spread the tales.
I would never do anything less, my love.
What do you guys think? Shay, Fen, are you up for some exploration?
Of course, I'm
Oh, about pirates?
a particular fan of caves. A little messy for my taste, but if it will put people at ease, I think it's the right choice.
I don't know about pirates, but, well, I mean, I need to stop my legend somehow, right? Trying to be a hero and all.
You want to earn one of these fine suits of armor, perhaps wear one day once, you've gained a bit more stature and filled out a little bit more. This is just the start of a great career.
Kind of looks over at one of the shining armors on display and is like,
You're right. I can do this. Of course I can.
And Shay just sort of looks down at Fen with just a very warm, genuine smile at, just this adorable little mouse.
And if not, everyone loves a martyr.
It's true. I'd give my good wing to be able to get in there and die like a champion, but I think those days are over for me, Kalina.
Oh, please, Petra. People need you here. You do so much good for the town. Now, you had mentioned Tideswell Cave. This is not the place I'm familiar with. Where might we be headed if we're trying to find it?
It's about half a day southwest. You should be able to find it with relative ease. There are places that you'd be able to rent a boat here in Saltar's Port if you wanted to approach.
Must we take a boat?
Well, I suppose you could swim, but that seems...
I think I might have an idea.
And what's that, then?
In my younger days, I traveled the forest quite a bit. I know the, little shortcuts and paths. I'm sure I can get us there within, say, maybe 6 hours or so.
And how many paths do you expect to find in the water, Fen?
No, through the forest.
Well, let's be clear, Petra. Is the cave accessible only by water, or would we need to go possibly another route?
It is, to my knowledge, I believe it's only accessible by water, but I've always been more of an airborne creature myself, and who knows, maybe those humble folk with different sets of skills than I would be able to find other methods of entering the cave.
Very true.
However, I think perhaps the path of least resistance might be to rent the boat.
Very good. And well, Fen, if the caves lead back out into the forest, we'd be able to trust you to get us back to town now, wouldn't we?
Right. Yeah.
Good point, Shay. Build the boys' spirits up.
It is a sea cave. I don't know if I made that clear. It might not be directly connected to the forest. I haven't personally explored it, though.
I suppose we'll have to find a boat, then.
I suppose we will.
I hate dealing with these wharf folk. They're just so base.
Now, Kalina, we can't all be as adventurous and grandiose as you.
You're right. Well, I suppose we should head down, see if we can find a boat. About what time of day is it right now? Like, is this something we would want to do now, or is it getting late enough that maybe we think we should spend the night here?
Roll me a nature check.
Nature check, sure. Coming up.
So you know it's midday.
Okay, 10.
You, as I think Kalina, as someone who has probably limited experience with sea caves, aren't the most familiar with the tides and when would be the best to approach.
Well, I feel like we should go now. It's probably the best time of day for this kind of adventure.
Well, Kalina, if you're certain, but I would say maybe we ask a ship hand their recommendation before...
I have studied the sea extensively, and I can assure you now is fine. But if you would prefer to ask one of these locals to set yourself at ease, that seems fine. Something you can entertain yourself with, I suppose.
I suppose I shall.
All right, shall we? Or was there anything that you wish to purchase from the store here? I'm sure Petra has something that could be of use for you folk.
I mean, if we're going into a cave, we should probably get something to help with vision, if you get my meaning. I have my own lantern, but, well, I could always use some more oil for it.
Are the two of you going to be hindered by the dark?
Unfortunately, yes.
I see. Well, yes, if that's what you needed, yeah, let's find something. Some oil for you, Kalina. You all right?
Well, that depends. Petra, do you have any new items in stock that might help us exploring the cave?
How about this? I'll throw in some extra oil for your lantern, free of charge, as a gift to an old friend. I appreciate what you're doing in investigating this matter for me.
Well, that seems nice. Fen, seems like you're the designated lantern holder. You found a use.
I hope to be more use than just that, but whatever works.
Something tells me that little mouse is maybe scrappier than they appear.
You're fairly spot on there, Petra.
I can spot a fighting spirit from a mile away. And that's a nautical mile, because we're in a pirate.
Oh, you mean 1.6 regular miles? That is quite a distance.
Yes, 1.6 regular miles. Thank you for translating to the landlubbers.
All right. Well, anything else, Petra? Anything else you think we might want to take? I mean, you have many fine items here. I'm just wondering what could be of use to us.
What about rope? Rope is infinitely useful. I know for a fact.
Are you planning on falling out of the boat, Fen?
No, but I just know rope can be used for quite a lot of things. You know?
Ben does make a good point. We don't exactly know what is inside this cave. Perhaps it has drop-offs or holes or something. We may need to use a rope to traverse across.
Then we should also get some form of a grappling hook. Do you have a hook and about 50 feet of rope? It should
sure. Give me just a moment. And she walks into the back. And there's a fun moment where the DM tries to think of a fair price for a rope and some grappling hook, not anticipating having had to price those items. Petra returns with them and says, a couple of silver should be fine.
Okay, let's see. He kind of reaches into the little pouch he has on the side. All I have is gold. Will this cover it? And he holds up a gold coin.
Certainly. And Petra makes change for you from the till, with the kind of efficiency that you wouldn't expect for someone who's only operating with one good wing. And also for someone who doesn't have opposable thumbs. It's important to remember that most of these characters do not have opposable thumbs. Do think on that. So Petra makes your change for you and hands you your goodies in a little like gift bag. It's a very lovely bag with like a little like ribbon tied onto it that says La Marguerite Rose. Slides it your way and says, "Is there anything else I can get for you?"
I don't need anything else. What about you two? I know you were looking for another pick for your loot, weren't you, Kalina?
I have plenty. Thank you, though. I always keep spare picks in hand just in case. You never know what's going to come about. But that's very observant of you, Fen. Thanks for reminding me.
And as for me, Fen, all I need for what we'll be doing is right up here.
Petra, before we go, you don't happen to know anyone down by the docks that maybe could help us out? Someone we should be looking for? I mean, I would hate to just wing it.
And she pulls out like a little black book, again flipping through it without opposable thumbs, and says, old Jeremiah might be able to get you a good deal on a rental boat. He's an old friend of mine. Tell him the captain sent you. Oh,
of course. Jeremiah it is.
Old Jeremiah. It's like the Wu-Tang Clan or a Tribe Called Quest. You say the whole thing.
No.
Old Jeremiah. Not Jeremiah the Younger. All right.
Yes.
We shall look for old Jeremiah. Now, is he an elderly fellow, or is this just a moniker?
It's mostly just a moniker. He's actually only about 42.
Now, this Jeremiah person, he's not perhaps of the amphibian variety, perhaps a bullfrog or anything like that.
No, I don't understand why you would ask that.
Well, just a hunch.
Does he have a pet bullfrog?
No, but he is a good friend of mine.
Good to know.
Well, very good.
Very good. Petra, lovely to see you. We will check back in. I don't suspect we'll be gone more than a day. It shouldn't be too hard for us to suss out what's going on with your little pirate problem.
Certainly.
I appreciate your help in this matter, and as always, I appreciate your discretion until the deed is done. And then I appreciate as little discretion as possible as you tell and spin the most glorious tale possible.
I expect the same.
And I'm sure that will not be a problem for Kalina. And Kalina, could we possibly use the front door this time?
Yes, if you wish. Oh, by the way, Alistair says hi. I don't know if that is important or not, but...
It rarely is when Alistair speaks.
Yes, I got that sense from him.
Quite
Anyway.
adamant that we made mention of him.
He keeps talking about hauntings or something of that sort. It's very strange. Very strange man, Alistair.
Haunting.
Interesting.
I'm sure it's not important, Alistair.
Probably not.
Right.
Still a young
Oh.
man.
On we are.
Onward to the docks.
All right. As you head to the docks, which are all likewise built in to the cliff face, you see another bird person. This time he is a blue jay with a long white beard, which is strange because you do remember hearing that old Jeremiah was in fact only 42. But this is the only person here. So presumably this is old Jeremiah.
And this bird has a beard.
This bird does have a beard.
Made of hair.
I would like to see what that looks like.
It is.
I'm sure we all
Like,
Is,
is it made of feathers or is it made of?
It is. Roll me a perception.
Okay.
Is this the first bearded bird we've ever seen, or is this like a common
That
thing?
one.
It is made of the light. You stare into it, and it stares back into you.
Oh God. Oh, what is up with his beard?
Oh, poor Fem, there's really nothing to be frightened of. Excuse me, good fellow, do you happen to be old Jeremiah?
Well, sure I do. And who are you?
You may call me Shay. This is my small friend Fen, and this one here, the stated one, is Kalina, whom I'm sure you've heard of before.
Helena the Wind Touched.
Ah, right, pardon me.
Helena the Wind Touched. Helena the Wind Touched. Nope, not ringing a bell.
Oh, what a shame.
Well, allow me to educate you, and Kalina will move to start talking about their exploits.
Kalina, we do have business to attend to.
Right. Well, we can talk about this later. I'll be back.
Well, what can I do you for?
We were sent here by the captain, who told us you may be able to assist us with a small investigation to a cave where there's been some reported pirate activity.
And he strokes his beard of ambiguous origin. And he says, a cave. Well, I can rent you a boat. That I sure enough can do. Is there something else y'all need from me? Or?
Well, perhaps if you know of this cave and this pirate activity, some directions?
Well, sure. It's southwest from Saltar's Port, about half a day. And it is going to cost you about 5 gold pieces a day to rent a boat. But
Cost? My good man, we are doing this for the goodness of the citizens of Saltar Port.
well, I am renting you a boat for the citizens of Saltar's Port.
And your tiny piece of this story will make its way into the records. Don't you want to be known as someone who helps out when tyranny abounds?
Do you plan to give me a piece of the commissions?
We will bring your boat back and spread word so that many others may pay to rent your boats.
You're trying to pay me an exposure.
Yeah, that is a great way of putting it. Exposure is priceless, as they say.
I've heard about folks like you. I'm not having the wool pulled over my eyes that easily. It is
You've heard
5
of me?
gold a day.
Many folks
I've
have
heard
heard
of
of
folks
me.
like you. Look, unless you've got some compelling reasons for me to rent you a boat for nothing, the best I can do is 5 gold a day. And I can throw in a piece of advice for free.
My good man, you do not understand, and I can tell you don't understand. So allow me to educate
that is an
you.
absolutely fair price, old Jeremiah.
Now,
Well,
wait a
thank you.
moment, Shay. This man could be a part of history. He could be a
Kalina.
legend.
Kalina, I think it's just we just take the man's offer instead of pushing our luck and
I'll tell you
alienating him like you did with that bartender in the other town over.
I think
does
that makes
this
a fine
bird do this a lot?
Yes.
Unfortunately, yes.
And I will
All
take
right.
got that
five.
back.
All right.
I will take 5 gold pieces out of my pouch, and Kalina, allow me, and I will hand them to old Jeremiah.
I will leave the base negotiations to the base individuals.
Well, since you were so kind, I'll throw in a piece of advice for you, my Volpine friend, and for you, my bird friend, each for free. And to the Volpine, he says, you might want to, if you're in the business of trying to avoid certain critters, arrive at low tide. And to the bird, he says, and you might want to watch your gosh darn mouth.
You know, people have told me that before. I already knew that was a thing. I've been working on it, right? Right, Shay? I've been working on it.
Right.
Well, self-betterment's important.
And Jeremiah, at what point, currently, how much...
Oh, Jeremiah, please.
Right, I'm sorry. Old Jeremiah, at what point should we depart if we'd like to arrive at low tide?
Well, if you'd like to arrive at low tide, a little bit later in the evening would be good. Or if you'd like to, I will say too, if you arrive at low tide, if you said there were pirates, there might be people there. You might have a better shot at getting the jump on them if you arrive at high tide, but you'll have a better shot of avoiding any nasties in the water, which there are some nasties in these waters if you arrive at low tide. So really, either way, call's yours. I don't think there's a wrong choice.
Well, as I said, we should leave now. That seems
I
to
don't
be
know
what
about
everyone's
you, Shay and Kalina, but I'd much prefer just to deal with these pirates. Even if it's just a one-on-one fight. I don't know about dealing with anything bigger. I'm already small enough as it is. Perfect snack material.
Certainly,
for the
certainly fair.
creatures.
However, as you both know, I am trained in the arcane arts. Should we go at high tide, I would be able to give us the ability to move underwater without having to worry about breath.
I didn't know you
Now,
could
that's
do
a
that.
nifty trick.
I know many things.
Yes, we've all heard about what you know.
But I
Much
think
the
we...
same for you, Kalina.
Well, everyone knows me. Anyway, this has been fine, and Kalina is like completely avoiding talking to old Jeremiah and basically is ignoring him completely and just says, "This has been great. We have a boat. Should we get going?"
Old Jeremiah, if we were to leave now, would that put us at the cave at about high tide, or perhaps in between?
I believe that would put you at low tide.
Oh, very good. Well, then I think that's our decision made. Fen, anything else on the matter?
No, I'm good.
Very good then.
Alrighty. Well, if y'all are heading out, remember to be safe. Remember to look out for each other, especially that bird. They seem a little on edge.
On the
No
edge
offense.
of becoming famous throughout all of Humblewood.
I mean, that also seems apparent. I will say, I see a spark. I see something great in you. I just think you gotta learn a little bit of humility, a little bit of humbleness, as they might say. If you would, a little bit of humbleness, if you would.
We got the joke.
Is the boat sort of right by us? Like, are we
Old Jeremiah, who again is only 42, does not look particularly old, but walks completely hunched over with a cane towards some docked boats and like looses one and kind of gestures you into it. And says, "Now y'all come back now. And by that I mean please return this boat. It is a rental."
We certainly will. What is it? Just like a rowboat sort of setup?
Yep.
Okay.
It is a rowboat.
Kalina will. Go ahead, Fen.
I think this is a job for me. I'm fairly strong.
Well, we'll certainly find out. And Kalina will kind of flop down into the boat and take a position at the bow and put one foot up or one claw up on the side of the boat and look off into the distance and
I'm
look
pretty
very
sure the
regal and
bow is the back of the ship.
Yes, that's what I meant. I want to be watching the land as it slowly gets further and further away.
Hey friends, I'm pretty sure you can say any boat word in correspondence with any position on a boat, and I will believe you.
On the poop deck.
Right.
Yep. Sure.
Shay will climb into the boat as well and just seemingly consistently just rolling his eyes at Kalina at this point, just take out a book and start reading, just looking over spells.
Onward, Fen.
Right.
Stroke. Stroke. And Kalina will stand
Jeremiah, old Jeremiah sits at the end of the dock and goes, "That little mouse sure got some muscles." And as you, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna, yeah. Kalina is nestled at the bow, which is the front, and of course it's the front. Fen, you're completely wrong. And will take out her small wooden flute and just play a little boat-going ditty, trying to attract attention from the shore and play as loud as possible to try and attract various people along the dock to see how majestic she looks at the front of this boat as it's being rowed away.
A performance.
Ooh, a performance check. Coming up. 13.
With a 13, you see some of the smaller Gerbine and bird folk who are on rope ladders climbing from level to level in the city turn to look at you and kind of like tip their hats. They respect the game. They respect the hustle.
Are they close enough that if I yelled at them or talked really loudly, they'd be able to hear me?
You would have to yell so loudly that it would really irritate your party.
So
but I'll let you make that choice.
Kalina will yell with sort of the performance voice or the projection of a natural performer and just say, "Do not worry, people of this small coastal town. We will fight the pirates. We will liberate you. You will see us again."
You see Fen's ears kind of twitching and then fold down like, ugh.
And Shay is going to use message just to whisper to Fen, "God, I absolutely hate when she does that."
Anyone can roll me an insight on the people who have heard.
I'm not very good at insight, but here, let's.
Shay, you notice they look so confused. They have no idea what Kalina is talking about.
As expected, and
just not a goddamn clue.
Well, as always, Kalina, we can trust you to put the people at ease.
Oh, of course.
I can only presume that Kalina continues yelling at people until they are out of earshot, and you guys are full several hundred yards away,
mostly at
half
Fen.
a nautical mile. Mostly at Fen.
Stroke faster. We want to get there by low tide.
And you do. You make great time. Between the waves, you see just a narrow strip of rocky seabed lying exposed by the tide. It stretches from the shore to the cave's entrance, and swells of seawater batter loudly against the rocky terrain, covering sections of it in a curtain of foam. And so we're going to switch maps, guys. We have a different map now to our main map. Guys, look, it's a main map time. This is a business map. This is a business time map. All right. I believe this map might be set up for high tide, so we'll see what happens. It's fine. It's fine. So you guys are in a little boat, and you're about... Can you see yourselves? I don't know if you can see yourselves.
So I think you have to switch the players to the screen you want to be on.
There we are.
Perfect.
Wonderful.
And the fog of war is on.
All right.
Shay, you're good at these sort of timing and parts of the day and hours and that sort of stuff. You're always rambling about it. Mathematics.
Yes.
Do you figure we've traveled about half a day?
Well, judging by the sun in the sky and the fact that we were told that it would take us half a day to get here, I would say more than likely.
So this is the cave, you assume?
I assume. Did you see any other caves?
Anyone can roll me a nature check. And you wouldn't call this a cave so much as a crevasse?
Yeah. It might be the right one. I mean, it's more like a bust than a cave. You know, definitions are sometimes fluid, just like gender norms.
Ben, you would describe this as more of a wet hole than anything.
Is this the place, then? I mean, this is why you are here, for your knowledge in these sort of things, so...
Yes, I would say that, yes, this is the place. We should probably put the boat to shore. I would say, though, let us move carefully, quietly, which means the ocarina.
Have you seen anything around that maybe we should be cautious of?
You guys can do
yeah.
perception checks. Also, can you see your characters now?
Yes.
Yes, we can.
Perfect. Fen sees nothing.
I'm just distracted by the wet hole. and subtly giggling at the fact that they thought wet hole.
Jay, you also are just really thinking about wet holes.
Wet hole
Selena,
is a different kind.
Would you like to try a perception check?
I'm a little bit distracted. I'm trying to think of how to work this into a song for when we return. And I trust Fen and Shay to do things like looking for danger. I'm here to sing about it, not to find it.
Cool. Then you would see. Oh, hold on.
I don't have breastplates. That means I'm at disadvantage for stealth, aren't I?
So would you like to try stealth? Do you want to be stealthy?
Yes, I want to try and slowly. I am assuming the fact that this is not meant to be water and sharks. This is like meant to be ground because it's low tide. I want to slowly kind of like skirt my way around the side of the cave entrance, hoping to God that my armor doesn't go.
All right, give me a group stealth check.
Are we meant to be quiet now? Did you see anything, Shay? Okay, going into stealth mode. 17.
Come on.
Ah, Shay did not quite roll. Don't y'all love technology?
So much.
All right, so you guys are able to.
Yep, that was sleight of hand. Well, okay, we've got it. Yep, I've got it now.
We've figured it out. No more hiccups. I believe that we can do it. All right, so you guys are moving along. You can start moving your characters if you'd like. You can see here, if you can see where I'm highlighting, what appears to be the entrance to a wet hole. Whether it's the wet hole, who knows?
Wait. So if we were rowing from this side, wouldn't that mean that we would... never mind.
Whereabouts is the entrance here?
It seems to be up ahead here.
All right, well, Fen, this is why you're here. I'll follow you.
Right, Shay.
And Kalina will take up position at the back of the group and allow everyone else to go ahead.
Shay, Kalina, we want to be as quiet as possible. Just let's skirt around the edge so we can come in at the edge of the entrance. That way we'll have the highest chance of not running face first into a fireball.
Certainly don't want that.
Alright,
Yes, that'd be quite tragic. It would make an awfully dramatic story.
It's true, it would. It would be very upsetting and traumatic. It would be really bad if that happened.
It's absolutely terrible.
All right, Fen, we'll follow you.
Yeah, so what looks like water in shark fins is mostly just a rocky terrain, like the rocky shore of the beach. It hurts your little pawsies, or if you're Kalina and you don't have pawsies, and instead you have little talons, you feel nothing.
Well, it is quite dark in there. I guess I'll need to light this then. They'll reach behind them and take off the bull-headed lamp that they had and strike a match to light it.
As you do, you see the open mouth of a dark and chasmous. What's the
Cavernous.
Cavernous. I was like, wait a second, that's not a word.
I like chasmous.
Dark and chasmous.
Call Webster's.
A dark and cavernous cave with stalactites, stalagmites, the whole 9 yards. It's you hear like the of water dripping from somewhere in the ceiling. You see like a little puddle of water that's reflecting just blue light and nothing really else. You don't see anything else ahead of you.
Is it blue because of some interaction with the water, or is there something with the walls that makes it appear bluish?
The walls are kind of a deep dark blue and shiny. The light like what little light is filtering in from cracks in the ceiling is a pale white, and the level of darkness. You know how sometimes when you're in very, very dark places, it almost looks like a navy blue?
Okay.
That's kind of the vibe. Except for those of you who are able to see perfectly fine in the dark, and then in which case it looks like a cave.
So do I get a aura for my lantern?
Yeah, sure.
So, to give me light, because I can't see in here.
Fen, what do you see in front?
Just give me a second.
How? Oh, perfect.
Stop fiddling with that lantern and keep walking.
I am not like you. I can,
That is
can't
abundantly
see
clear.
in the dark. You
It's
know,
perfect.
I gotta use my
Just take your-
lantern. Alright, careful now.
Slowly stay about
It appears
10 feet behind.
up ahead.
Let us know what you find and come back and tell us.
At this point, they kind of lean out. And, you're coming too. Don't think you're getting out of this like you did with that bandit camp.
Oh, don't worry. We'll hear you screaming. We always do.
This is. I like that the party dynamic has taken a really dark turn. I think that's good. I think that's
This is a
good and
dark
fun.
fantasy setting, isn't it? Humblewood?
Yeah, Humblewood. Humblewood, famously edgy.
Yeah, super
Everyone's
edgy.
miserable. Yeah. Sorry, I forgot to describe it at the time. Every character you've met has just been chain smoking.
Right, of course, certainly, without their opposable thumbs.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll
Humbleweed.
slowly move forward.
Humbleweed!
All right, so as we
Yeah.
Do drugs, kids.
Goblin Cave TV does not support doing drugs.
no, so as we've gotten a little further into the cave, is there anything that we can hear or see in the distance?
Roll me a perception check.
I'll try and keep my ears out for that kind of thing too.
Now, they are big enough.
Yet strangely, I don't have the best perception.
Ooh.
That's
There-
all right. I've also got good ears.
So Shay, with the 19, with your little fox-like ears, you still hear the of dripping water. You hear something skitter, but you're not able to identify if it's a bug, if it's something bigger. You're unsure.
And I whisper to Fen, Fen, just hold on just a moment.
Okay.
There's too much of an echo with the way the cave is winding and twisting and turning for you to identify the location and the size of the creature, whatever it is that you heard moving.
All
Is
right.
But you heard something.
the floor dry? Is it like sand or silt, or is there a bit of water on the ground as well?
There's a little bit of water. It is damp stone.
Is there like a water line on the walls? Like, does it seem like if we're here during high tide, we would get flooded?
Roll me nature.
Nature. 21.
There are not any water lines on the walls. However, you hear you open your ears and you hear what sounds like water from deeper in the cave, like the sound of water maybe splashing from deeper in the cave.
Hmm.
So
Sounds like there's
it
some
doesn't
water
seem-
up ahead. I don't know if there's some sort of salt water pond, or maybe the water filters in here, but
Could
maybe
be
we'll
that-
find some of those water-bound creepy crawlies you love so much, Fen.
Perhaps. Well, we might as well move forward.
Alright.
Then
Onward to adventure.
again.
Adventure!
Kalina, we want to be quiet.
Onward to adventure.
Thank you.
Yeah, this
Fen, what are you seeing up there?
is a
Talk to us,
very long tunnel. Not much, just more tunnel, more dripping stalagmites or stalactites, whatever those things are called.
Well, the ones
Combination.
on the
Bit of
roof
column A,
are
bit of column D.
stalactites, and the ones on the ground are the stalagmites.
Uh-huh.
Simple enough to remember.
Thank you.
Hey guys, facts about minerals are stalactite.
Oh, that's great. All
And
right.
if you think I might make more puns about minerals, I stalagmite.
Oh,
I love all.
Great, we got a geologist as a DM.
Alrighty.
Oh, come on, you know it rocks.
Oh,
Oh, man.
my. Oh my.
Just pun after pun, it is non-stop.
That's great.
At least we're not taking the jokes for granted.
I know
Shay,
you guys
you're falling behind.
secretly-
Yeah.
Do you need to rest?
Oh, no.
I mean, you
no,
are quite old.
I'm not that much older than you are. I was looking in
Are
my
you?
book at something.
Well, you look much older than I do.
Yes, well.
Your apparent lack of age is what constitute your lack of moral maturity. You know?
Oh shit! Oh shit!
What?
Have the clicking.
As you turn the corner, hate to do it to you. They do you both Fen and Shay.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Do a 19 and a 23 hit.
19 does.
Very much hit.
All right, so you're gonna roll me some initiative.
Initiative!
Well done, Fen. You've discovered.
Oh no!
I'll be right, guys.
Sorry.
I am
Oh, that initiative though. So.
let me let me do the thing.
Oh.
Yeah. There we go.
There we go. I hit the right one this time.
Oh.
Oh. Oh.
Two nat 20s and a 19. Oh, that hurts.
So I have cursed rolls as a DM, and this is about time that y'all found out about that.
Oh, that hurts.
That's a selectable box in Roll20, so you don't roll below 15 or what?
Thank you for bringing the turn back up. I totally accidentally exited a bit. All right, so Bartolome. Oh crap! I accidentally. Well, luckily for you, I accidentally exited out of one of them. So I do know it was one of the 22s. So I'm just going to add it back into the turn order.
Sure.
Unfortunately.
Oh, Jesus.
Give me just a sec.
So I'm guessing. So we take 7 damage apiece.
Oh jeez. So it is a 22. Yeah, so you take 7 damage each.
Oh. Ow.
Oh.
Um,
And this was a spray of arrows or something, or what happened?
it was
to
a
them?
spray of arrows. Yes. Sorry, I was just trying to get the turn order to set it out.
No worries.
So as you turn this corner, almost as if you see rounding the exiting out from behind pillars. If I can move them, which we will see if I can, because they're on GM layer. All right, wonderful, thank you. No, that's the wrong thing to move. Let's zoom in so that doesn't happen again. Just peeking out from behind pillars. 2 little guys. Well, not necessarily guys. You don't know their gender.
We can't really see them since they're not in the light yet.
This is
Oh,
correct.
well, then you see nothing. Nothing happens except arrows fly at you.
Except the
Can
you see
I?
an arrow penetrating out of your stomach and realize you're in combat.
Yes, exactly. What happens is you see arrows flying from apparently nowhere, and you know yourselves to be in combat.
Out from the darkness.
They Yeah, sure. So Callista and Bartolome are also gonna fire from the north.
I'm glad I'm behind the party.
I'm squishy.
I will tell your story.
Well, actually, we'll see. How far away are they? Can't do. Maybe let's see how mean I can actually be.
Do they
let's
have
do.
dark vision? Because if not, then they shouldn't be.
They can actually just be that mean. Yep.
Oh yeah, you're lit up like a candle. Fen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I rolled a crit 1 and a 7, so nothing happens except those arrows go
Thunk, thunk.
way wide. They were shooting their hand crossbows there though.
Okay.
Yes.
Clang,
And
clang,
they
clang.
cannot see that as of right now.
So the your rolls are cursed in that they're either really good or really bad.
Yes, I do tend to roll one way or the other. All right, so now it is Shay's turn.
Okay, so I'm able to see one of the attackers there, right? So I am going to. I'm going to just send a magic missile, 3 dots right at that figure that I can see.
Heck yeah.
And that's going to
All
have
right.
3 full damage. Oh, yes. And so that was 1, 2, and 3.
They all slots
All
mended.
right. 3, 3, and 3. Oh. Thank you. This is so convenient. These
And
just
then,
magically occur.
And then fearing another slew of arrows coming my way, I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4, duck right out a vision. And that will be my turn.
Wonderful. All right. Andres, as his name is, doesn't like that at all. He says, "What do you think you're doing? Get out of here!" And he runs up to Fen and is going to do a multi-attack.
Tonk, 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 tonk. All on my
Bummer.
shield.
Only the first 2 of those were supposed to be clicked anyway. So he's clutching at his side after those magic missiles just took the wind right out of him, hit him in the solar plexus, and he goes, "Oh, you little rat bastard! Oh, I'm going to hit this little rat bastard now!" And he goes, "Oh, oh!" But both of his swings are just wild and wide. And on that, it is Kalina's turn.
Well done, Fen.
Yes, well done, Fen. You can take him. This is your moment to shine. And I will cast Heroism on Fen, which is going to give Fen immunity to being frightened. And at the start of each of their turns, they gain 2 temporary hit points, including right now.
Very good.
Gotta love that.
And in addition to that, I will also bardically inspire Fen at the same time and say, hey, no, don't hit there. Hit him lower, underneath the shoulder. Immobilize his arm. And I will inspire Fen with a D8 that they can use for an attack or some such thing.
I'm gonna make fish food out of you.
Perfect. All right. And so you spend your turn doing the bard thing, which is always a wonderful thing to do when you are in fact a bard. And then you see another little raptor. This one is some kind of corvid creature. Well, it's a raptor, but she has beautiful, colorful feathers. And she readies her crossbow again and fires twice at Fen.
That's 5 and an 8, so that's take 2 of those. That's 3.
She yells it,
11.
and she, as she fires off her shots with startling precision, she goes, "You were very stupid to think you could come here. Please leave immediately." And with that, something happens that you guys do not quite see at first until, let's see.
I'll say to Shay, that person thinks you're stupid.
Why didn't I get a turn?
Oh.
Yeah, I think we're next to Fenn's turn.
Yeah, just right
okay.
after Kalina. So Fen will probably go now.
Yeah, sorry.
I may be a bastard, but at least I'm not a dirty bird. And then he kind of, as he uses second wind.
Okay.
1d10 plus fighter. So
First round of combat, it's the first wind.
Okay, so that's 9.
Okay.
Nice.
I also get 2 temporary, right? Thanks to heroism.
Mm-hmm.
Correct. At the beginning of every of your turns.
Right. Well, how about you take some of this? Yeah! He goes in for a stab and then a slash using extra attack.
That is a miss.
I said under the arm, Ben. Like that.
And
That'll hit.
Yeah.
Andres is Andres even up still? That's a good question.
11 damage.
Oh! You have killed me! You little! Oh, you little! And he collapses.
Wow, that was a bit of a dramatic death.
He's
Can't they
Russian.
just die quietly?
Sorry, he's fantasy Russian.
Time to deal with your friends. And then he rushes over to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Rushes over to Honeydew. You're next, you stinky prehistoric bird. I should really leave the insults to Kalina.
Can you not tell that I am a bird? Is it your eyes?
I mean,
Is there something wrong?
you're a raptor, so I was trying to, draw. You know what? Never mind. On guard.
Okay, if you insist. And she draws her her talons are like. All right, and then it will be Honeydew already went, so it'll be Rally, and Rally's gonna make it the rest of the way on a dash that I had already started on accident. There, and that's Rally's turn. Then it is back up to Callista and Bartolome, who are now going to, not going to do that. Silly Molly, tricks are for kids. They are. I can just do it with the +4 to hit. So imagine this is a +4. Oh wait, I can actually do that.
Guessing I have the lantern hanging off my belt.
Does a 16 hit Fen? No.
It does not. Thunk!
All right, Fen.
Just
All right.
because like they have a shield and a longsword, so it's just like thunk.
Does a 19 hit Fen?
That does hit.
Alrighty. You take no damage, but you see suddenly flying out from nowhere a giant net just descend upon you, and you are stuck under it with your tiny little mouse body. You are restrained.
Ben, don't drop the lantern. We need that.
Shay, it is your turn.
Kinda dealing with a net right now.
I will look back at Kalina. You may need that, but I don't. And run around the corner here.
You may need it, but I don't.
And let's see. Seeing those two avians attacking my small friend. Have either of them been hit yet? That I can see?
Does not look like it.
Okay, then I will take this up.
Also, one of them is not an avian. One of them is a little mouse.
One of them's a little mouse. Whoops. Okay, so I'm going to cast a quick Scorching Ray, creating 3 rays of fire, and I will hurl 2 of them at the bird and 1 at the mouse. So we'll say the first 2 are at bird, which is a
Jesus.
natural 20.
Yeah.
Weirdly doesn't hit.
Oh, crazy. How about that?
Wild that it doesn't.
So the second one is a 19.
Mm-hmm.
And then the third one, which goes to the mouse, is going to be a 14.
Alright, I do not believe the 14 hits. I believe the other 2 do in fact hit. Let me check. No, it does not hit the Jervine Swashbuckler rally.
Okay. Okay, so that doesn't hit, so it's 2d6, so that's 4, so 6d6 against that person, bird person, for a total of 19 damage.
You just absolutely incinerate Honeydew, and she goes, I prefer my bird red! And she...
And I prefer cantaloupe.
Fantastic. And then, so after that, I am going to just scooch right back behind this little alcove here. And that will be my turn.
Fair enough. Kalina.
All right. Well, I can't see anything without the lantern, so I'm gonna have to poke my head out over here. Seeing Fen on the ground under the net, just be like, do we have to do everything around here? Fen, get up! And I'll cast Healing Word on Fen. Try and give him a little health boost. And I'm actually going to cast this one at 2nd level. So, coming in hot. There you go. 3 points of healing for you. Oh, is that 2? Nope. 3 points of healing. There it is.
It'd be 6 points of healing.
Yeah, it'd be 6.
I see.
You rolled 2 3s.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's not what showed up on my screen, but we'll go with it. So 6 points of healing to you, Ben.
Does the temporary hit points stack, or is it?
No. So it's a maximum of 2 temporary hit points every round, but this will be in addition to that. So, and remember, you also have Bardic Inspiration to use sometime. But as I do that, I say, Ben, get up. We need you. Stop lying about. And I'll also shoot my bow at Rayleigh. Is that the name?
Raleigh.
Raleigh. Okay. Raleigh. I apologize. Okay. So short bow coming in.
Okay.
A 22 will hit.
22 to hit and deal some. Oh, that is. Sorry. Ignore that. Oh, right underneath it. Okay. I'll put it underneath. So 8 points. Yeah. 8 points of damage.
All right, 8 points of damage to Raleigh.
And I'll probably keep moving a little bit probably get somewhere around there, just to kind of keep an eye on Fen and make sure he doesn't drop the ball here.
Fair enough. All right, and then it is Fen's turn.
Get up, Fen.
Sorry. I am going to try and cut my way out of the net. So can I attack the net?
You sure can.
Is that a disadvantage?
Or you can make a strength check, or you can attack it. Either or.
I am going to make a strength check.
Yep, that'll do it.
No net can hold the mighty Fen Freefield. Ah!
All right, stop talking and hit them.
I mean, that is your. That takes an action to do that,
Right.
but you still have your bonus action reaction.
Let's action surge. No, take you on, you scoundrel and failure to your race.
Wow, you're creative.
So action surge. I'll knock that off. And 2 attacks.
Those will both hit. No, sorry, the first one will hit. The second one will not.
Okay.
You're
You know what?
inspired.
I'll add Bardic Inspiration.
It will now hit.
8 and so that's 14.
Total of 14. All right.
Well done, Fen.
Oof. Wow, you guys are braver than I expected, and also a lot dumber. Is that your turn?
Yes, that is my turn.
And that's Raleigh, and Raleigh is going to take the disengage action and run away. All right. Then it is Bartolome and Calista. Bartolome is going to attempt to. It was a +4 to that net gun, yes. Oh, perfect. Blue doll. On Fen, that will not hit. And Callista's also going to try to do that. Also not going to hit. You're expecting it this time. You see the nets coming, and you just them out of the way. You are ready. Fen is here to fight.
I told
All right.
you, no net can hold me.
It is Shay's turn.
Do we get a sense of where the nets were coming from? Like, is it further up or to the left? It's very dark in here.
Further, it seems they're on a downward trajectory.
I see.
They seem to be coming from the general direction of up.
General direction of up. Then in that
Up and
case,
away.
Up and away! Then in that case, I am going to, since I don't see anything immediately nearby, I am going to just touch myself to the chest and cast Mage Armor on myself.
Delightful.
Just look around and see if I see anything, which I don't. Just say, Fen, well done. Karina, what are you doing? Kalina.
Alright. Kalina, that is you.
All right. Well, if I can't really see anything. It's kind of dark in here, so I'll just say, good thinking, Shay. We wouldn't want to have to carry you out of here. I'll kind of move up behind this rock and prep an action. I still have my short bow out, so I'll ready an action to shoot anything that I might be able to see with an arrow. How is Fen looking on health here? Is he looking pretty beat up?
Good.
He's looking pretty good? Okay. Well, I think we'll just hang out here and shoot something that comes into reach.
Perfect. And that brings
Onward,
us...
Fen! Go find more.
Right. Onward. Let's see how many squares I can, so I can get right up next to them. And ha! No, I guess not right up next to them then.
I think because the squares are a little, they were next to you and they only took a 30-foot dash.
Right. So I won't let you escape,
or 30-foot
scoundrel. Yeah. And I attack again.
Attack again. The second one hits.
Both of them should, right?
Nope.
I got a 15 and an 18.
Yep, the 15 does not hit.
Ah, okay.
Oh. Alright, that's 9 slashing damage to Raleigh. How's Raleigh doing?
Would I be able to unleash my held short bow action now that Fen has moved up with the lantern?
Sure. Oh, wait, sorry, I did not quite catch that.
Oh, just I was waiting until I could see something, and now that Fen has moved up with the lantern, am I able to see
if you can see it on the map, I think you can see it.
Absolutely. All right, I will fire off my short bow with a 17.
A 17 will hit.
For 7 points of piercing damage.
All right. All right, she's Raleigh is still standing. She looks very much like she's on her last leg. Okay. And that brings us to Raleigh, who is again going to take the disengage action and is going to run and scramble up a wall with kind of a practiced ease and grace. Sure, yeah. Yes, you guys see a rocky cliff, a side of rocky cliff face that looks like it would be scalable, and you watch Raleigh just dash up it as though she's done it 1,000 times, as though she's practiced this movement. You think that you might be able to do it yourselves, but probably not with that amount of ease. As you do, the turn order comes back around to Bartolome and Callista, who are going to once again. Actually, I think at this point they're going to sense that the tide of battle has shifted, and they're going to recognize that, guys, it might not be a net positive anymore to restrain Fen.
Well, they've lost 2 nets already, so
it's a net loss.
Oh, man.
The puns are real.
So both of the shots are on Fen. I imagine only the first one hits.
Yes.
And then the 21. And so you see as Bartolome looks at you, Fen, and fires off 2 shots. One as Raleigh scurries by him too quickly, and he's knocked a little bit off his game, and it goes a little wide. And then Callista goes, Callista goes, is that the best you got? Kind of looking over at Bartolome and scoffing, and shoots her own hand crossbow at Fen. Presumably, only the 21 hits again for 7 piercing on Fen. Yes, so a total of 11 piercing that round. Again, only the first one hits. It seems like they're very trained to do this first very precise shot, and then in the haste to re-notch another arrow, she goes a little bit too quick, and it slides and hits into the pillar next to you. All right, that brings us back around to, I believe, turn order is not popping up, but I believe it's Shay.
Yes.
Shay, there are enemies over here.
Very good, Fen. Thank you. That wall that is ahead of us, about how high is that?
It looks to be about 15 feet.
Very good. Then I will get myself right up here to where I've got a good angle on it. Grab a little bit of the guano and sulfur from my equipment pack, slap them together in my hands, do a little incantation, and fire a fireball right up in the middle of where Callista and Raleigh are standing.
Wonderful. All right. That's going to be a dex save for all of them, right?
Yes. And the DC is 15. Well, it feels phenomenal, of course.
Callista fails miserably, but Raleigh looks like she is able. She senses the heat coming from her back and is able to duck out of the way in time. But I presume is still going to take half damage.
Yes, that is correct.
Come here, sorry, mate.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Oh, never mind. I've got it.
Oh, I see why you.
There we are. And so that... The first one, sorry, I hit it twice. So that is going to be 28 points of damage, so 14 to whomever made the save.
Mm-hmm. And that's not going to hit Bartolome. That's just going to hit Callista and...
20-foot radius.
It's a 20-foot radius from right in between.
Oh, so that's also going to hit...
Callista.
That's also going to hit Bartolome. All right, so let's get Bartolome in there. Okay, so he just saved, so he's going to take 14. So is Raleigh. And Callista is going to take the full 28, which I believe is going to, I think the legal term is wreck her shit.
Well...
Yeah, there's a name for when you do that to somebody.
And having seen the crossbow bolts coming from
I believe that is called arson.
Yeah, arson's one word.
Having seen the crossbow bolts coming at Fen, I am going to scurry right behind this little outcropping right there to try and hide from them. Not actually take the hide action, but just... I'm squishy and I need some cover, and that's my turn.
Raleigh should be obliterated, yeah.
Absolutely.
Presumably obliterated.
It's okay. I was just making sure. And then
hear the screams of a flaming mouse from the other side of the wall.
I might have.
Thirsty.
Yeah,
They call my kind predators for a reason.
All right. So that was Shay's turn. So now it is Kalina's.
Shay, you fool! Leave them alive! We got them on the
Shay-
run, and survivors tell better stories.
So Shay, you've just decided that you want your chicken to not give you salmonella. You want it to be well done, no pink. Very good of you.
That is very true.
Crisp.
I'm sure there's one more up there for you to interrogate, Kalina. Why don't you go find
Well,
it?
let's try and leave at least someone alive. We need them to tell our story. I'm going to just hold up a vicious mockery for anyone that maybe comes over the wall. I assume I can't see over the wall right now.
Don't think you can prepare a spell. Oh, you can?
DM.
Yeah, you can.
Am I able to prepare
I'm
a spell
fine with
here?
it.
Yeah. So
It's
if
an action.
I'm thinking, I'm racking my brain, and I'm getting insults ready for anyone that would deem themselves worthy of coming back over the wall after just being lit on fire. So I'll do that. If I see anyone at the top of the wall, I will viciously mock them.
Actually,
I will let you do this, but I do want to hear what the insults are.
I will start working on them.
For
Okay.
flavor's sake, did we see anything above the wall in
You-
the giant explosion?
So you saw as it lit up, you saw that there was about a 25-foot wide shelf over the sort of rocky vertical cliff face, about 10 feet of ceiling above it, and after that you couldn't quite see. It looked for a second, you could have sworn you saw what looked like the fire reflecting beyond that, but you're not sure.
Very strange. Well, all right then.
All right, that should be fun.
All right, here I go. And they run up to the wall using 15 feet before kind of like going, hit, ha! And like doing a sort of flip up the wall as they use nimble leap, or what is it called? Standing leap to jump 15 feet without a run up.
Nice.
Perfect. Absolutely perfect.
Parkour.
Boing, thunk.
Helena will call out and be like, "Don't go over by yourself. Aren't you going to wait for us? We don't want you to fend for yourself over there."
Too late.
Nice pun, but I've got this. She looks over at the guy before grabbing the grappling hook and rope that they bought earlier, kind of wrap it around the ballista, hooking it onto the stone and throwing the rope over the side.
Oh, nice. Wonderful. All right, and that is your turn. Okay, so it's going to be Bartolome, who is just gonna run at you at this point. I think he's badly burned. All of his friends are dead. Bartolome is like 3 seconds away from an Inigo Montoya speech, and then looks at you, goes, "You killed my father." No, wait, shit. That's not what happened. And thinks better of it, and then just decides to attack you with his claws. A couple of times.
Okay.
Oh, so only the first two. Sorry. Only the first two.
Okay, so I take
10, presumably.
10. All right. 8, because temporary hit points.
It's nice when I rolled a critical, not on initiative. Because I got critted against a couple times. So he does. He goes, "You know what? Actually, now that I've scored that hit, I will. Maybe I will do the speech." And he looks like he's like gearing up for it. But then it comes back around to Shay's turn before he can get it out.
So much talking, and I will come around this way here and just loose another magic missile. All three going right at Bartolome there.
That's enough. He takes in this deep breath to like unleash his like "you killed my father, prepare to die" speech, and you just with like you're like, "Oh my god," and you just knock him over, and he falls fully dead, and you guys are out of combat. You have survived. Congratulations. It didn't kill you in the first combat.
We've talked about this.
Yet.
You better hope that there's someone else in here that will spread word of our deeds, because this is sloppy work, Shay. I expect more from you.
Yes,
And,
I know.
Go and rest against the wall.
Fenny, you all right up here?
Yeah.
up.
Climb the rope.
After him.
Throw it down for you. See, I told you that grappling hook would come in handy.
You certainly did, Fen.
Yeah. I will not make you make athletics checks because I think probably you have help from Fen, like lifting you up from the other side with his mighty strength.
Kalina looks at the rope and just kind of scoffs a bit and uses her talons on the bottom of her feet to climb the wall.
Okay, give me an athletics.
And because I have sharp claws that aid me in climbing, I have advantage on athletics checks. Climb surfaces.
Really? You'd get dirt under your nails?
Yeah, you do it. You do it pretty easily. You get up there. You get up there. And you're kind of like preening a little bit, like flapping your wings, like stretching them the way birds do sometimes.
Well,
just like
Fen, onward. You don't look that hurt.
Hold on. We should probably see if there's anything of use with these scoundrels, I think, Fen, you called them. Perhaps something that might lead us to why they are down here.
Right. Here, let me grab my grappling hook. Thunk.
And,
as you...
Yeah, I'll go and just start checking bodies.
Yes, as you do, you find that Callista has a string of pearls on her body with a little note that says, in her pocket that says, "Love Honeydew." You think that there was a rich story here that you could have uncovered if you hadn't killed them. Shame. You also see on Raleigh's body, you see a potion of greater healing.
Oh, very good.
That's a Raleigh good item to find.
Oh, and a Raleigh good item, and another folded piece of paper that, if you could be so kind to read out to me, Shay, and read out to our lovely audience at home.
Oh,
Absolutely.
What did you find there, Shay?
Well, I have found this piece of parchment here. Let me look over it for a moment. It looks like it seems to be some sort of creed or something for these... It's a little dirty. Give me a moment just to wipe it off here. I see. Mischief making be our goal, be it alone or in a pack. Mother doe and father buck, but horns and hooves do we so lack. Come together for a king, we amass to eat, feast, and guttle. Hold on, this last bit is a little scuffed here. Out at sea, one whiff of death. We save ourselves, run, and scuttle. It's very
Scuttle's
strange.
not a word.
Scuttle, like a boat. You would scuttle a boat when you want to destroy it.
But the previous stanza, they used the word guttle to rhyme with scuttle. That's not a word. It's sloppy
Shay,
work at best.
what's your passive perception? Just wondering.
Oh, I'm sorry. My passive perception is 12.
Okay, so yeah, you wouldn't notice it.
Very strange.
Well,
No, I just wanted to check.
Buck.
what can you make of this, Shay? Is it some sort of code or
Well, it seems
secret to be unraveled, perhaps?
more likely a secret.
It does seem noteworthy. Sorry.
It seems that this group here is part of some larger organization. They seem to be obviously making mischief, which is what pirates do. But what's interesting here is Mother Doe and Father Buck. That really only points to one denizen of the Humblewood. It seems that these groups, though they are not serving, are serving them somehow. Can be a bit confusing, though. Come together for a king, we amass to eat, feast, and guttle. Out at sea. Well, it seems that They use the sea, as pirates do. And when they're trapped or in danger, they run away. These ones just didn't run fast enough.
Well, we could have assumed any of this. Must be a waste of time. This note.
DM, can I see the shape through the pillars?
The shape through the pillars? You can see what you can see.
You see Fen kind of looking around and then looks over at this water.
Questions, comments, concerns?
And then it's like, guys!
Not now, Fen. We're trying to unravel this riddle. Nope, not now, Fen. The trouble is gone. We killed them all. Well, Shay killed them all.
Bigger trouble!
Fen, thank you so kindly for pointing this out and bringing this to the group's attention. Because as you get on top of this little platform, you turn and you see down this 15-foot drop, there is like a rope ladder leading down and a rowboat anchored in what appears to be a puddle of water, or a pool of water, not a puddle. A puddle would be much less water. And you see what you see, and you also hear what you hear, which is the clangorous banging of some giant beast against what sounds like just like a rhythmic. It sounds something like as it repeatedly rams into something.
Oh, I know. I think we need to retreat for now. I maybe want to be a hero, but I don't want to become a martyr.
We'll
Look!
not do that.
And he points over at the giant worm thing he can see through the pillars.
Well, what is it, Fen? You've got the lantern. Spit it out. Stop wasting our time.
So anyone can make me a raw intelligence check.
Oh, that's what I'm good at. Intelligence. I'm a bit too distracted by this note at the moment.
So you get, Shay, as far as worm thing big.
Worm thing big. Well,
and that's what you get.
Rather large.
Does anybody else want to make an intelligence check?
Well, Fen, pop down in the boat and go see what it is. Let us know.
Fen is just kind of looking at you stunned and like all the no on his face, like all the no.
Well, Fen, I may have found something else interesting. There seems to be some sort of path here that may lead elsewhere. Let's take a step there.
All right, quickly.
Let me get out of your way so that you can lead us with the lantern.
And he quickly scurry into the tunnels.
You scurry. You hear around you just the sound of this worm thing, big, just repeatedly, just clanging into something.
Are we in a tunnel where we're not able to see into that watery room anymore? Or like, are we on a ledge looking at the water, or are we in a completely enclosed tunnel where we've
You're in a
avoided
tunnel.
Okay.
You are in a tunnel where you have avoided that space.
And is the tunnel going down? Is it the same level, up?
It mostly appears to be going the same level.
Shay, Fen, wait! Shouldn't we face this giant creature?
You're welcome to face the giant creature if you want, but I've had enough, danger for one day.
Again, anyone besides Shay can make me an intelligence check.
Kalina, what do you think this creature is?
Well, it's obviously some kind of sea worm.
Hey,
Sure, it's
Fen.
incredibly dangerous.
Fen. Worm thing big. Gaps in pillars small.
Oh. I see. Sorry, it's just I imagine Fen is like not thinking straight because giant snake thing, is terrifying.
Yeah, it's a sea
understand.
worm. Have you not seen one before?
You take a moment. You see this sea worm, snake thing, whatever you're calling it. You apparently haven't seen one before, and you run away. Your instinct is to run like hell in the opposite direction. And as soon as you do, you go, wait a second. Why was it banging? If it was coming after me, why was it? What was that noise? And then you go, oh, it can't get in here. Oh, okay. Okay. It can't get in here. It can't get in here.
Oh, very good. Oh, Fen, now that you pointed it out, I see what you mean by the giant worm thing. I just thought it was a loud noise. Oh, how about that?
You thought it was Girl Scouts knocking on the door to offer you things.
Precisely. I'm a little disappointed now. No, noticed not.
I mean, you could go see if it has Thin Mints.
I think I will pass on that.
There's like a solid chance it has Thin Mints. I'm not gonna say it doesn't have Thin Mints.
Sorry, I freaked out there. My instincts got the better of me for a minute there, but then I realized, pillars, big worm, can't get through.
Well, I mean, that sea worm is probably strong enough to bite right through those pillars. I mean, I don't think we're safe here.
Unless it's some sort of a cage. Do the pillars look like they were crafted or just natural forming? Naturally forming?
Roll me a nature.
Nature.
Okay.
Okay.
And while we were in the little cave, or the little tunnel system. Sorry, I'll let this continue. I just want
You don't quite get a read on whether it looks like it was intentionally crafted, but you do get a sense that this creature might have been at this for a while.
Well, I think then we'll be all right. It seems like these pillars are quite strong, however they came to be, but this creature clearly has been trying to escape for some time and has not been able to.
That hard to control instincts sometimes.
Oh, I understand. You'll be fine. Kalina, what was it you were about to say?
Yeah, well, I'm wondering which way we should go. Clearly there is excitement directly in front of us, but I mean, an intricate cave system, that also bodes well for adventure. Was there any sense of the tunnels going up or down, or maybe a sense of passage, like this is the way the pirates tend to frequent?
I have to ask realistically, is there any chance Kalina wouldn't be going towards the direction of the giant beast? I mean, that's obviously the direction of the glory, right?
Kalina is following the party. It is a tale of an adventuring party. That's what's important.
Is it though?
I would have
You'll be mentioned
more
in
tales
the
of
end
the
notes.
adventurous bard and her traveling companion.
You can roll me a survival check on the caves to see which direction you think that they were going.
Yeah, just wondering which way the people frequenting the space tended to go. Oh, they were definitely traveling towards the giant sea worm.
Yeah,
Very good. Well,
for sure.
That seems to be their main mode of egress from this cave. We should go that way.
well, if that's where our quarry
Certainly.
is gone, then that's where we shall pursue.
Ben looks like they're gonna say something, and then very well.
Oh,
All right,
Fen.
Fen. Time to row again. Sorry, what was that, Shay?
Oh, I was just going to say that Fen fared quite well against this the initial assault, and I'm sure you'll do just as well going forward. So, shall we climb down into this little boat?
It is a cute little boat.
Does it look like it'll fit all three of us?
Adorable.
It does. It also it looks like the water is not particularly deep. It looks like only Fen couldn't stand in it.
Oh. Well done.
Fen being a tiny mouse person.
No, Fen, it looks like you're the only one who'll drown if we capsize, so bear that in mind when you're rowing.
And if you want to, so if you wanted to make this extremely adorable, one of you could carry Fen.
Kalina will float down into the boat alone.
Here's a point of order, though. Do we want to possibly sneak up on whoever is on the other side of this bit of water? It seems shallow enough that we could walk through, perhaps be a little quieter. Then I could certainly put on my shoulders if you wanted to do that. But Kalina, I don't know if you'd like to put your feathers wet or not. They may hear a boat coming forward.
They'd be more likely to hear you splashing in the water than they would be to hear the boat.
That's surprisingly smart from you, Fen. I would agree that the boat is probably quieter if we are careful in rowing.
Well, I will go with both of your decisions. Onward to the boat.
All right, then.
I mean, if you would like to walk along beside us, Shay, that is perfectly fine.
I don't know. It was an all or nothing sort of thing.
And jumps into the boat.
Well, this water seems to be slow enough that it can probably push us along with a single oar, and that may be quieter than trying to row.
Sure. Yeah. I'll give you an advantage on a stealth check if you're trying to do a group stealth.
All right. Advantage on stealth.
So are we all going to roll for stealth?
Yeah.
Yes.
Or is that just okay?
Oh, look at that!
Oof.
All right. Well, okay. I'll take the nat. Because I one of you rolled a nat 20. We'll take that as the group. I'm feeling kind.
Oh, thank you.
I'm your benevolent DM now.
Don't you mean boat-nevolent?
So as you guys are floating along, rowing very silently, just not a peep being made, we will take our first break.
Excellent. Looking forward to what's coming up.
Big Harry.
So we will be back shortly. Stay tuned, everybody. Yes. We will be back in just a minute with more thrilling content, more giant worms and small holes, and probably some more geology puns. So if that's your speed, make sure you stick around.
Right on.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. So where we last left off, there was a giant worm thing so large and holes in the pillars so small in this perilous passageway as they rode very stealthily along. Okay, and so as you make your way along it, not a splash is able to be heard because Shay is just slicing through that water like a hot knife through butter. It is something to behold.
Magical abilities to make the boat glide through the water.
Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely, Fen. That's 100% what I'm doing.
100%. So are you guys, describe me what you're doing. Are you keeping to the wall?
Yes. I'm taking one of the oars that were in the boat and kind of like pushing off the ground. So it's like...
And I've just sort of got my hand up against the wall to sort of keep us steady and moving along that so we don't accidentally bump into the wall and cause any noise.
Good
Wonderful.
work, companions.
So I think you are able to make it down the hallway without any incident. So we'll just boop.
As we're going along, is there any like more indication about what the worm is doing? What is it banging against? Are there any other individuals in that space as well, or is it just by itself having a time?
You don't see any other individuals. You see after it notices you not coming any closer, it just starts furiously pacing back and forth, sort of snapping its jaws, furiously like lashing out, but not quite charging. And you're able to dock the boat safely without any incident.
Job well
So
done,
as-
Fen.
Yes, wonderful. And you make it into another beautiful room. Delightful. This is a room about 60 feet wide. It is as dark as every room previously has been. So except for so Fen presumably is standing out front with their torch lighting the way, and you see just the cavernous walls. You see stalagmites and stalactites. It's as it was previously, still pretty stalactite.
And
you
Casimus.
also and Casimus. And hey guys,
Casimus.
this is the wettest hole you've been in yet. There is
Wow.
there is a pool at the other end of this room, and just located opposite on the other side that I presume you are able to see. I am only going off of this because I can see everything, and it is not yet loaded on the stream what you can see. So
Well,
You can sort of see it.
sort of see a bit. Now that Fen has moved up a little bit, I can see some water up and to the right of us and a bit above.
Jay, do you hear anything? I mean, I assume this is where the Pirate King is living, based on a note we found.
Let me
So-
see if I can hear anything.
yeah, let's see if you can.
There we go. I hear the dripping of water.
And you hear
don't
also
hear much else.
splishy splashies.
Yes, I hear the waves, the water coming against the ground. That's very distracting. You can't seem to focus on any other sounds.
Question: do you have
Yes, Fred.
that the bottle of liquid you got off that bandit back there, or pirate, I should say?
Oh, you mean the healing potion?
Yes.
Yes, yes. I put it in your pouch. Then.
Oh, so you did. All right. If we're gonna get into more comment, I feel I'll need to take some of this.
Well, we should probably wait till one of us is injured before we use that. Significantly injured. I mean, I'm fine. I don't think Shay
Kalina,
fared too poorly
you're
in the last
currently
battle.
looking at Fen, and there are several nicks and gashes all across their form, and they are almost heavily bleeding.
I mean, surely you don't mean to take that with these few
Fen-
scratches you have.
Ben is missing a leg.
No, Fen is not. Fen is
No,
missing a
I'm
finger.
kidding.
Fen is missing a finger.
Oh, they make you look
Ooh.
more dashing, these scars. You don't want to heal those up.
Well.
Hey, there's
that's
something different
said,
about Fen, but I can't put my finger on it.
No leg.
Well, that said, Kalina, perhaps you could give Fen a little bit of a boost before we find any other of these scoundrels that seem to be in this nest of caves. You seemed to do fairly well with that earlier.
All right, well, off you go, Ben, and give him a little push. Boost him forward, as it were. Come on, you can do this.
Well.
Downs the greater potion of healing.
Oh, nice.
Roll me 44. Plus 4.
Or
And then, yeah, so take 12 back.
Okay. Well, that's not as much as I'd wanted, but 12 is better than nothing.
fairly good.
Are you feeling better, Fen?
Thank you very much, Shay. Kind of walks over to the cabin wall, and puts the potion bottle down. I'll leave that there.
Certainly. Shall we press on?
Actually, sorry,
quietly?
I rescind that. I'm gonna put the potion bottle back in my thing because I just realized I have things that I can do. And that's
Yeah.
it.
And
Yes,
you would
and-
not want to besmirch this beautiful landscape full of giant worms and cool rocks.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, no littering in the
Well,
cave.
No, that we can.
The public does
no
not
glass
look
in the wet
kindly
hole.
on litterers.
Yes,
No, they
onwards,
certainly do not. Well then. Hold on. Then.
Ah!
So as you move forward, you see a big old pond and a steel portcullis, 15 feet wide thereabouts, separating the pool from a passage that seems to lead off someplace else within the cave. You also see a wheel on the wall that has some animals, pictures of animals on it.
Oh.
So go ahead.
Just
and
north of us there? Or?
Yes.
Well,
I see this guy.
Oh! Is that creature is behind the portcullis? Yes.
It appears to be on this side.
I mean, it does appear to be on this side. Yes.
Oh, well then, I'd better look at this wheel quite quickly.
I think we know why that worm was banging against those bars then, considering how small this one looks. It could only be her child, or well, I guess it is a girl, huh?
My thoughts exactly, Fen. It must be their children, and they're upset about being separated from them. I'm glad that we did not slay the beast, although that would make quite a good story.
I mean, you're welcome to try and slay a giant 50-foot worm, but no thanks.
Now, Fen, we've discussed this. You are the one who does the slaying.
Oh.
So as you approach the wall, you see on the wheel, you see a 6 different sections on this wheel, each with a different photo of a little animal.
Shay, that one looks like you.
Hey,
so it does.
Ben, that one looks
Shay,
like you.
That one looks
do
like
you
him.
have that note?
I do, in fact.
I think I remember that this appears to be a deer. Didn't the note say something about a deer?
Yes, it says mischief making be our goal, be it alone or in a pack. Mother doe and father buck, but horns and hooves we do so lack. Come together for a king. We amass to eat, feast, and guzzle. Out at sea, one whiff of death, we save ourselves, run and scuttle. Now, while it mentions a doe and a buck, it says, but horns and hooves we so lack. So...
Well, I don't mean to be, racist, but aren't foxes known for mischief? Sorry.
No, that's perfectly all right. There are plenty of my kind who are prone to certain less than altruistic actions, but I promise you,
Swiper, no
I am not one of
swiping.
them. Yes.
There's also
Swiper, no swiping. That's my family's
sea.
motto.
There's also the sea. So, hey, isn't this a shark? Aren't sharks the king of the sea?
Something like that, yes.
I feel like a sea worm would outrank a shark, wouldn't you? I mean, given their size.
Well, yes, usually, but do you see a sea worm on this puzzle?
Well, no.
Oh, there's a
but-
snake that could possibly be construed.
These look more like common, unsentient animals to me, rather than... Actually, that's a good point. Aren't we technically animals? How does that work with regular animals?
Well, I believe that those denizens of Humblewood are the more sentient creatures that have pulled themselves up and created a society, and those that have not done so are the more base beasts of the world.
That's right, we are superior.
Love this fantasy speciesism.
Yes.
Is there anything else around the wheel, or is it just these 6 buttons? And what are they made out of? Is it like a rock kind of thing?
Stone, it appears. Looks to just be this.
Well, Fen, go ahead and push one. Let's see what happens. And I'll take a step back.
All right. Maybe you should step back as well, Shay.
Yes, I'll take a walk about 5 feet from the wall.
Well, It does mention king, so and then they hesitantly reach out and push the thing, the symbol that looks like a shark.
Okay, yeah. As you do, as your fingers press into the stone, you hear the trilling of a bell, and nothing else happens for the moment.
Well, that seemed to go okay. Push the rest of them. See what happens. Come on,
Maybe.
you want to be a legend?
Might I suggest the deer? That
It's called a buck. A buck would be the male deer.
All right. Well, maybe fox, deer, shark.
Which one are you pushing? One?
Fox, deer, shark.
You're
Pushing them
pushing
together.
them in that order.
Yeah.
As you push the fox, the bell rings out again, and you as you try to push the deer, you find that it will not budge.
Well, apparently that was the wrong one. Well, push the rest of them. Let's see what happens.
What? No.
Well, nothing bad has happened so far. What makes you think something bad is going to happen?
Can't you hear that bell?
well, I would say that if the bell is ringing, that it probably has alerted someone to our presence. So we should be a little careful here.
As you say that, two shots ring out, and does a 21 hit Kalina?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I'm assuming a 12 does not.
12 does not. No. She sort of dodges out of the way.
Bang, dang.
Oh, not so pretty this time around.
8. All right, Fen, you know the drill. Get up and hit them.
I think my roll 20 is being silly. I'm gonna have to reload it.
Fen, it looks like you got your initiative off.
Yeah, Fen got a 4 by the looks of it. Oh, good. I mean, we are all staring at a wall. Makes sense that we might be a bit distracted.
Yeah, a little bit. Probably should have had somebody watching.
I mean, that bell probably alerted them. We probably shouldn't have rung it so many times.
Well,
Doorbell. Bring.
Kalina, you take 8 piercing damage.
Sure. Ow.
And then, Karsh, could you bring the turn order up? It's not. Oh, it is not up for me. Let me reload. I can see it on the thing. All right. So, as you turn around, alerted to the combat as these 2 shots ring out, you see two fox-like creatures, and by that I mean they're foxes. Standing.
My own kind turned against me.
Yes. Shay, this is particularly upsetting for you. And one of them takes aim again, ready to strike you, but twice this time. Dun, 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 dun. Those are both at Shay. Did I actually shoot?
I have my mage armor still up, so neither of those hits.
Then I think it is just so entranced by your beautiful fox-like visage that nothing happens. And that is Fen's turn.
So I can see this young worm, right?
Yes.
Wait.
Let's see. So I'm gonna go 15 feet here, and then I'll look towards them, and how I'm not gonna be able to make it within the next 15 feet. And then I'm gonna throw a ration into the water and be like, I don't know if you can understand us, but if you help us take out those things, we'll be sure to free you.
Roll animal handling.
Come on.
And because you threw the ration, I will give you advantage on it.
Awesome.
It has not yet loaded for me. Can you tell me what you got?
19.
Oh, cool. Perfect. Yeah. The Wakewyrm swims up and catches the ration in its mouth, snaps it out of the air. That's good eats. And comes up to greet you
talk.
and
Okay.
It says that?
it doesn't. No, it does not actually say that. Or does it? Everyone roll 1d6 psychic damage. No, I'm kidding.
God.
It's not Cthulhu.
Continue with your turn, Ben. That was free.
All right.
Just throwing.
I think the initiative order loaded weird.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay then. Kind of help you understood, and then rushes forward another 15 feet and tries to hide behind this pillar. Like,
Alright.
Get half cover from it, essentially.
Fair enough. Roll me a stealth. Or are you actually taking the hide action? You're just trying to get partial cover.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get partial cover.
Okay, yeah, for
Because
sure.
my
for
action
sure.
would have been to, throw the food and try and convince it to be on our side.
Yeah, you're good. You're great. I usually do skill checks on combat as a free action.
Oh, okay.
So if you want to still take an action, go for it.
Then I'll ready my sword to attack if they get close.
Heck yeah! All right, we will fix this turn order and go to Kalina.
All right, Fen, you know what to do. Get up there and hit them. And I am going to go invisible. I'll cast invisibility on myself and just sort of disappear for the moment. And I'm going to move up around behind this stalagmite over here.
Mm-hmm. I thought you stalagmite do that. I didn't. I did not anticipate that. Shay, that is your
All right.
turn.
Very good. So I will. How dare you! He shouts out as he runs forward. 20, 25 right here, and looses a scorching ray at level 2. So we're gonna do, we'll say, 2 slots to the lower, 2 shots to the lower one, 1 to the upper one, and that's gonna buy. So that is a range spell attack. So the first one is a 23.
Wait, if I'm
Doesn't hit.
would
Weirdly.
it be
Crazy.
3/4 cover since I'm a small target?
Sure.
No, I just wanted to know because
okay,
there's actual
so-
mechanical benefits to this.
What is the mechanical benefit of 3/4 versus half?
Get a +2 to AC and dexterity saving throws versus I get a +5 to AC and dexterity saving throws.
Okay, yeah, sure. It can be 3/4 because you're small. They'll probably move to attack you if that's what they're going to do.
Right.
Okay, so the first 2 went at the lower one, a 23 and a 9. 23 hits,
23 hits.
and the 9 does not, I assume?
It does not.
Okay, so then 1 ray to each of them. So the first one takes 10 fire, and the second one takes another 10.
10 fire. All right.
Each of them.
We're eating game tonight, y'all.
And as I send the spell off, I just stand there and snarl at them, just visibly enraged at their betrayal of the moral values that I've learned and uphold.
Wonderful. And then it's going to be Fen's turn, or not Fen's turn because Fen already went. And this one's going to run up to you. You can take that ready to action.
All right. I'm gonna, do a double-handed swing.
Heck yeah, swing! That'll hit.
Oh yeah, max damage.
That'll hurt. That will be is it 13 damage. All right, it's this fox is still up, but looking significantly less okay than it looked a second ago. But it is still going to swing at you. It's not gonna go down without a fight, and it is going to do this, and it's also going to try to bite you, which is kind of gross. So it's going to fail the bite, but it will do 5 piercing damage, presumably with its short sword. So it.
Do I still get those 2 temporary hit points? Just wondering.
Oh, that's finished.
That's probably faded by now.
I think
that's quite a while.
So,
yeah.
5. Right.
So as you take your swing, he reels back and then comes back with a riposte, or a parry, or whatever the combat term is for someone
generic
hitting
sword
back.
fighting terms. Insert here.
Sword fighting terms. Insert one here. And then the other one is going to shoot at Shay, who just scorched him so badly. Shoot at you twice.
Oh, the first one hits, the second one does not.
All right, so going to notch that arrow, and it's going to hit true for 7 piercing damage. But the second one, it's a little bit dark in this cave, a little bit too dark. Although I think you probably have better vision as foxes than most creatures.
Oh! Ow!
He's too busy shaking off the burn for that second attack, and that's going to bring us back around, I believe, to Kalina.
Right, so Kalina is invisible and will kind of step out this way, and seeing that the one fox creature is engaged with Fen and the other one is firing arrows at Shay, will break the invisibility and just start berating this fox creature that's further in the south and say, "What are you doing? This is not how you ambush people. We clearly outnumber you. You didn't really get the jump on us, and now we're about to kill you. This is not proper ambush technique. You're embarrassing yourself. You just need to stop. Look, why don't you just let us leave? Go figure out the puzzle on the wall. I need you to figure out the puzzle on the wall. I suggest that you do this so we can leave faster." And I'll cast the suggestion spell in an attempt to get the fox creature to figure out the puzzle dial thingy for us instead of us having to try and figure it out.
All right. And that's a wisdom save?
They need to make a wisdom saving throw, and the DC is a 13.
He goes, hey, how about you go fuck yourself, man? How about that? How about that?
So he's Italian. See.
Well, I can see that you're very unpleasant and also stupid. You should have just followed what I told you to do anyway, but fine,
Maybe
you can die here.
What's it to you?
Ben, kill this one slower. And I'll step back behind the thing. And
Ben looks at the other Buccaneer and he sees fire in Fen's eyes.
Yeah. All right. That's gonna be Shay.
Don't worry, Fen, I've got that one. Curses. And I will loose off a magic missile at him. So that's a bone, and that's a 2, and that's a 3 that hit it for a total of 10 damage, 10 force damage.
All right. So he's still up, but again, he's looking. Hey, what's your problem, man? This is our cave. What are you even doing here?
My problem is your disrespect of authority, and I will run back behind this.
What authority?
Guy right there. Mine!
With a warrant. All right, and that's gonna be Fen.
All right. I'm gonna attack the one in front of me after bringing my sword down in two-handed strike. I'm gonna reverse the pull and shink upwards.
All righty, do it. Do it to it. 15 will hit. And that'll do him. That'll get him nice and good. You right in front of Shay, you kill this fox. I don't know if this is going to impact your relationship, but I think you should think about that.
Sorry, Shay. I don't mean to,
We'll worry about this later. Just keep yourself safe.
Alright, and then they run over 5, 10, 15, 20.
Alright, you're coming with me. Dead or alive? Preferably dead.
Once
And
your voice
you
drops,
guys-
Ben, you'll be a little bit more convincing.
You guys busted into our place, came in here, busted our stuff up. This seems a little bit rude if you ask me.
It's called police brutality. You ever hear of it?
Unfortunately, yes, it's an epidemic in the United States right now. Fantasy United States.
What's the United States?
In the United
The
Woods.
United States of the Humblewood? I assume that 18's gonna hit, so he
18 matches it.
so
what is
matches it will
Yeah.
hit. Hit ties go to the runner.
Wow.
So you'll
I thought the
take that.
ties go to the
Nope,
person
it hits
defending.
you. It hits you.
Okay.
Some GMs rule that way. I do not. And so with his short sword, he goes, "Come on, just again. You really busted in here without a warrant. Came in here, started running up on pushing buttons willy nilly like you didn't know anything. Ugh, come on, guys." And he's just slashing away at you. That's gonna be back to Kalina.
Well, now you are just pathetic, aren't you? I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery on him, so he has to make some kind of save here,
Leave a wisdom.
or take some
Yes.
psychic damage. Wow, very wise. This is just pathetic. I mean, obviously you're outnumbered. You're not gonna be able to win this fight. Like my tiny mouse friend here, even given his small statures, clearly has you outmatched. Just stop
Yeah.
fighting. You shot at us first.
Hey, I'm from the Brooklyn. I've heard worse from the sweet old ladies at the grocery store. Okay, you think you can hurt me? You think you can hurt me, bird person? Okay.
As,
And he just
as
kind of
he's like
brushes it off.
profusely bleeding and is on fire.
He's like, you think you can hurt me with words? He's like,
You know who I
he's like,
am.
You know what? In
You know who I am.
fairness, you guys are doing a pretty good job of hurting me with knives and magic. I'll admit, you're doing a pretty good job with that. And with that, it's Shay's turn.
Try very hard. I am going to, hearing this cacophonous conversation happening, echoing throughout the chambers, I am going to...
Shay, we need this one alive so we can figure out the puzzle, remember?
So I'm going to grab out of my component pouch just a short piece of copper wire, twisting it really quickly, and whispering through it. And I'm going to send a message to that buccaneer and just whisper, "If you drop your weapons, I'll make sure that they don't kill you. You just need to tell us what's going on here."
I just heard him say that he had to keep me alive. I mean, I
It's only one
appreciate
back
the
and forth.
message. Look, I'll drop my weapons, but it looks like you guys he drops it for the second, and he goes, "Look, he looks up at the puzzle on the wall, and he goes, I think you guys broke it.
Oh,
Did you press every button?
No, I only pressed 2.
We were just about to push every button and you rudely interrupted us.
You realize it's a security measure. We don't let you try them all.
oh well, that's.
Well, there were no
unfortunate.
instructions on it. What were we
That's
supposed
the point. It's a security measure. Of course there weren't instructions on it. Come on, guys. Come on.
Oh,
And then he
that
go. I mean,
does make sense.
How do you reset it then?
you don't. You don't reset it.
What?
I don't know what to. I mean, okay. Let me. Look, Curly's gonna have my head if he finds out about this. Okay. Roll me a persuade
I can take the help
with
of the
advantage.
bonus.
With advantage because he is dying.
Oh,
Who's rolling persuasion?
who has the
Anybody.
highest charisma?
Okay.
You guys are kind of out of turn order right now. You convinced him to drop his weapon.
Totally.
All right. Well, I can thanks to my ability, I can use my strength instead of charisma checks.
Oh,
So,
go for it.
does anyone have higher than a +3?
No.
No, you go ahead. You're right in front of him. So.
Right. Look, if you tell us how to free that worm thing, because I kind of promised that I would, I won't thrust the sword through you. All right? 10.
Okay, that's aggressive. I don't know that I need this. How about this? Look, I'll tell you. Oh, I did say with advantage because he's dying.
Oh, right. Yes. I don't think it's going to be any better, though. 13.
That'll do it. He's like, all right, look, let's see what we can do. Did you already talk to the thing, the snake, the water snake, what's it called? The
sea worm?
No, it's Wake.
No, I'm pretty sure it's called a sea worm. I've seen these things before.
I think it's called a water snake. A water snake.
No, we've not spoken to anything in these caverns outside of you, and of course my feathered friend's insults here.
And he walks up to the puzzle and he goes, okay, let me see if I can do anything about this. How strong are you, little mouse thing? How powerful are you? You think you could lift a portcullis?
He looks over at the portcullis. Not that strong. Plus, there's my diminutive size. Yeah, strength, but not height.
You've got this. You could certainly do it, Fen.
I mean,
you might as well try, right? I mean,
I look at the little.
No harm in trying.
I look at the little worm thing in the thing. I'm friends with this thing, right? Since
yes.
Hey, snake worm thing. I'm sorry, I don't know what to call you. Do you think you can help me?
It's a sea worm.
Sea worm. If you carry me over to the portcullis, I can help you escape out there. You'd have to help me, but hopefully I can do it.
Carry him. Wait, sorry. You want him to carry you under the portcullis?
No, over to it, so then we can push together.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Sure. That seems like a thing that he's willing to do. Sure. Roll. Climb aboard his back.
All right.
That's quite impressive, Fen.
So you've been listening to me when I've been talking about these creatures and all the lore I've gained throughout my travels.
Oh, okay.
How does it look, Fen? Hurry up.
Okay.
Time's wasting.
Guys, you remember how that thing in the other cave was big?
Yes.
Fen. I just want to describe the feeling to you in one word, and that is slippery.
There you go.
Okay. Oh, there's one roughly 10 times big.
Well, are we just trying to release this young one back to its presumed parent so we don't get eaten?
Yes, that's a good idea. Let's okay, young friend. Let's lift this portcullis. So, I try to lift the portcullis off the back of this thing. Do I get advantage or?
Yeah, it's giving you the help action, sure.
Right.
Hey, fox creature. What are you trying to pull here? Why are we messing around with this?
Honestly, I just look. There's more. You made pretty quick work of me and my friend, and there's more of us. So like, you could go that way if you wanted, but you're just gonna pick off that dude, you know. So I figure maybe you go this way. maybe you save me some hassle. Maybe you let me walk out of here with my limbs attached.
What is directly in front of us, by the way, where my companion here is attempting to pull that gate? Come on, Fen, lift with your legs.
Well, that's the ship's bay. You're able to budget a little bit, but not quite enough. It seems like this is maybe a task that is a little bit too much to do from the back of just a Wakewyrm with at least with that roll.
What's the water level like?
It's like 20 feet deep.
Oh, right then.
Fox creature, is there a different way to get into there?
Do I see any kind of like mechanism above the thing?
Mechanism above the thing?
Above the portcullis, like, you know, gears or maybe a pulley of some kind.
Roll me an investigate.
Very good at investigation, but here we go.
Or a perception, if you're better at perception.
Neither are good, so.
Okay.
Oh, I did not mean to.
So you do not see if whatever mechanism is attaching this wheel to the portcullis, you are not able to divine it.
Shay? Question.
Yes, Finn.
Can you see any kind of apparatus attached to the door, apart from the puzzle, from where you are?
It is a bit of an odd angle, but perhaps my kin here might be able to share a bit about its design.
Okay. God, here's the thing. They don't hire us for our brains. Let me...
Really?
Okay, well, you don't gotta be rude. All right, let me do
Shay. He's trying to help us.
Oh,
mainly I was just looking for some kind of like bar that's not attached to the not attached to the portcullis, so I can sling my grappling hook over, attach it to the underside, and then get it to pull.
Roll me a perception at that if you're looking for something like that. Yeah, do that.
Come on.
So close. So close.
It was a 19 and then it went to a 1.
So he what he does do is he does remember with an 11 intelligence, he remembers that it can be reset because they've had he goes, oh man, Larry, he did press the buttons when we first installed this mechanism. He did press a bunch of the buttons and we got locked out for a while. And I think that there's this trick if you just, and he like sticks his hands under it and absolutely does nothing. Does absolutely nothing. He's, never mind guys. I think you should go around. I think you should just go around.
So was your name Larry? I'm going to call you Larry. It doesn't matter what your name is.
I'm Curly.
It doesn't matter, Curly.
Larry,
what are your folk doing here? I mean, we heard that you were potentially terrorizing the town, Saltaire's port. Tell us, what are your folk doing here? What are you about? Why are you in this cave?
So we're with Scops. You know, the Beast Breaker. You've heard of him, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, Scops the Beast Breaker. The famous
sure.
You're saying yes, but it looks like on your face like you might not actually have heard of him.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Okay, if you say so, then I don't need to explain him. You know Scops. He's famous.
Kind of
well, he's okay. He's not. I wouldn't call him famous.
And see if it can like transport me back over so I can pick up Shay to see if he can get a better look, because fox eyes and can see into the darkness.
Yes, that sounds like a lovely idea. So.
Everybody's gonna take a ride on this Wakewyrm, on this baby Wakewyrm.
Right, so.
I'm small, so I weigh about.
I think because you are small, we're able to do it.
Okay, that's a fair point.
You guys can just go around. It's not gonna be that big a deal.
I promise to free the Wakewyrm, though.
You're still gonna be able to free him, I'm sure. It's not.
I am set on this. I promised, and I keep my promises.
Then this may be one that might take a little longer to keep, my small friend. I'm sorry to tell you that.
Hey, Wakewyrm, buddy.
He looks up at you with like big old unblinking eyes.
Now, I know what I promised, but we're gonna have to leave you here for a bit. We'll come around the other side and see if we can do anything from there, okay? Was that a of yes or a of questioning?
You are not sure just from I mean you'd have to roll an animal handling.
Can I roll insight?
Oh, sure, you can roll insight. That works. Is this Wakewyrm flirting with you? All right. Do you guys end up deciding to take the long way around, or?
Yeah, I think.
I'm trying to figure out
we're
from Curly what they're doing here, so that we can determine what our goal might be if we want to continue with the pirates, or if maybe there's more value in dealing with these creatures.
So perhaps Curly can tell us while he leads us through these caverns, and maybe tells us where his compatriots might be hiding, so that they don't get the jump on us again, like they did the last time.
Yeah, and what is Scabs the Beastmaster up to? I'm curious.
Did you call him Scabs?
Yeah, that's his name, is it not?
No, so you haven't heard of Scabs the Beastbreaker. Okay, so Scabs the Beastbreaker, he's kind of a famous pirate poacher known for hunting rare and endangered beasts.
I think it's Beastmaker, by the way. But anyway, continue.
No, it's super isn't that. Anyway, the rest of them, Scabs is probably going to be in Ship's Bay. I think Mo is still in the brig, probably playing solitaire.
I used the last of my rations to be like, okay, you need to stay here, all right?
And it goes, and look, I'm gonna head out. It's just down that way. Then after you do that, you hang a left, then you hang another left, then you'll be in the brig. Then a little bit after that, you'll be in the ship's bay. And then you'll find Scops, and you can do what you came here to do.
And he's the leader of this rabble.
I mean, if that's what you want to call it. Look, if I'm found leading you guys there, my stuff's gonna get wrecked. My ship's gonna get wrecked, so to speak.
Very, very, very good, Curly. And how many more of your other
Should only be a few.
Might we find there?
Should only be a few.
Very good. Well, I assume that this whole business of mischief making and kings and eating and feasting is some sort of mantra that this Beastbreaker has created.
I mean, so to speak, sure. Again, I'm just hired help. So, can I go? I'm dying. I'd like to get medical attention. I realize the errors of my way. Que sera, sera, kumbaya, my lord. All that stuff. Can I leave?
Well, I suppose.
Yeah, you've been thoroughly useless, so...
All right, buddy. Can you take me back to the shore? Don't worry. We will definitely free you.
I take you back to the shore?
Well, no, I was talking to the,
Oh, right. I understand now.
Wakewyrm.
All right.
All right. Shall we continue on then?
Well,
Right.
thank you, Larry. 2 lefts. Here we go. Scobs the Beastmaker.
Right, let's hurry on.
Very good. Perhaps we should tread quietly, friends.
Oh, right.
Sure.
Roll
Ben,
me
you're
a
up front.
stealth.
Hail.
Stealth.
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 Finally, I get a good roll.
Gosh, Shay with another 21 stealth. Yeah, y'all stealth the heck out of it.
Stealth the stealth out of it.
Stealth the stealth out of it. ain't nothing can hear you coming. Yeah, y'all are gonna Yeah, you can honestly don't have to move that carefully. I'm gonna say like with a nat 20 stealth and a 21, a 21, a 20, and a 15. Y'all are gonna get the jump on anything that you see first. You can attack. Y'all can attack it first.
This is the end of the cave.
No, it is not.
Methinks that there is something left to be uncovered.
Oh, it's a
There's
door.
a door right there.
It's a
Right.
door.
Is there a keyhole?
There sure is.
Can I have a look through it?
You can.
Come on, Fen. Straightforward. What are you waiting for?
Oh wait, there's not even a keyhole. You can just open the door.
I know.
I
I wanted.
so there's a keyhole that you're looking through. Yeah, go
Yeah.
ahead.
I want to look through to see what I can see on the other side, but I can't see what I can see on the other side because the door's not open.
I will just tell you what you can see. You can
Right.
see a little. You see what looks like
that was
to be
left.
prison cells, and a gaming table.
Are there any guards?
Not that I think you'd be able to see from the keyhole.
Fen, what do you see?
I could see a table of some kind, possibly for dice games, various cells. Actually, are there any prisoners in the cells?
No.
They appear to be empty.
You're still stealthing. You're like you're gonna keep that stealth roll if you open the door.
Right.
But Ben, just saying, our friend back there, he did say that his brother or something was in the brig, which I believe is a jail, playing cards. So I assume that we would probably find him in here if we were to open the door. So let's be quiet about it and be ready to
Right.
attack.
I open the door just big enough for me to slip through. Being
Alrighty.
Small.
Well, that's rude,
as
Fen. The rest
you-
of us can't fit
No,
through.
but like to keep it from opening, going, "Eek!" You know, so we keep our stealth.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very good.
As you do, you see more of the bars and like a better view of the gaming table, and that you can tell that there was a
stuck
game
on the
recently
door.
played there.
I'm stuck on the door. There we go.
And when you actually enter the room proper, you see in one corner of the room another Vulpin Buccaneer. But you are all able to, if you would like, get a shot off on this one because you stealthed real good.
Right.
Should we talk to him first?
Can I charge across and try and knock him out using non-lethal damage and to
Well, hold on. If you're trying to do that, Fen, before you move, did you want to make him unconscious so that we could possibly question him?
Yes.
Very good.
Well,
then
we don't need to question him, but we don't need to kill any more than we have to.
Well,
Yeah. Make your choice.
go for it, Fen. Go for it, Fen. I'm going to shoot him with my
Clock's
light
ticking.
crossbow.
All right.
All right.
I apparently have a light crossbow, so I'm just going to loose.
I long jump across the room and use because I could just like a freaking shot out of a cannon and just up onto the table
I
and
do not have a light crossbow, so
bring the flat of my blade down on his head.
misread that.
Incredible. All right, roll me an attack.
Do I get advantage because stealth?
Sure. Yeah. All right, 21 will hit. And so will a 22. Roll damage.
No. This would be bludgeoning to
All
try and knock
right.
him out. Go to sleep.
It is
pommel.
not quite enough to knock him out in one go, but Kalina and Shay still get an action.
So I did not
Go ahead.
there. So I'm going to. Alright, I'm just going to.
Just imagining the small
30.
little Jeopardy going. "Bing!" Thunk.
Oh yeah, you fly like a bat out of heck, and you just trying to knock him out in one shot, and it doesn't happen, but he does go. What? Huh? What? What's going on?
I thought it would be more like thunk.
So, DM, quick question for clarification. What type of armor or vestment is this Vulcan wearing?
He studded leather.
Okay, so then that is just a standard. I'm just going to walk up and kind of grab the scruff of his face and cast Shocking Grasp.
Alrighty.
Which is a scale attack.
That'll hit.
16, yep, okay. So 7
All
lightning
right. Kalina, finish him off.
Yeah, I mean, Kalina's gonna come up and be like, so uncivilized. Larry, take us to the leader of this group. We just want to talk to them. And I'll cast suggestion on them. So they have to make a wisdom saving throw. We just want some information. Take us to the person that leads this ragtag volunteer army. The 13 wisdom.
I thought I clicked it. I did not. There we go. Where Larry and Curly? I'm Mo. I'm so confused. And he just starts stumbling. He starts stumbling away towards this door, and he unlocks it.
All right, let's go quick after him. He's taking us to the leader.
Stop! Something's happening real fast. I don't understand.
Fen, are you coming?
Do I see this treasure chest?
I mean, you do see the treasure. You're in the room for sure.
Right.
The treasure chest will be there.
Right. Yes. Running after them. all the instincts kicking in.
Come on, quick! He's gonna take us right to the leader.
All right. Well, be careful.
He keeps unlocking doors almost mechanically, just kind of like waddling, like stops. And so you do not get stealth on and for this next little bit.
Yeah.
I figured.
Didn't expect to.
Come on, quick! Everyone behind him. Let's just follow Mo.
You have visitors.
Kalina, I would be a little careful. Probably stay back a bit.
Well, he's our ticket into this place.
Yes, but they're going to recognize that we don't belong.
Do we roll initiative?
Just to see like how it plays out. It's I mean you're welcome to talk to him, but might as well get it on the table.
Yeah.
Establish turn order.
Yeah.
Just assuming. That makes sense. Mo is in a bad state right now.
Oh, okay.
Mo's not doing so hot.
Kalina! Oh,
Nice. Well done.
nice!
And Fen, what'd you get? 11? Okay, cool.
Oh, yes. Oh, okay. I'm so sorry. All right. So, as you enter, combat has Kalina. You can say and do whatever you want. Combat has not started. This is just to establish the order that things are going to go down.
Right. Yeah. So I am following Mo into this space. And as we come into the room, I assume we see this horde of pirates.
You do see a horde of pirates. You see a ship's bay with a beautiful big dock, giant pool, and a gate a little ways away.
Are there cannons on the ship?
Not that you see.
Ballistas, maybe?
Again, not that you see.
But yeah, so as we come in, I'll just very, very loudly project to the room and be like, thank you, Mo. Here we are. Yes, we have important information for Scobbs Beastmaster, and we appreciate you leading us straight there. Nothing to see here. Oh, hello, fine folks. And I'll just try and make a show of us like being here on purpose and that we have business with the captain.
Could I slowly edge my way towards where I think the portcullis is?
Sure. That's fine. Business. What kind of business do you have with me?
I'm sorry. Oh, is this someone's talking to me? Scobbs? Do I think it's the Beastmaster, or do I think it's just some random
the voice? Someone like you see. Sorry, boss. As the two raptors kind of step out of the way, and like this grizzled old owl, kind of like bow-legged, swaggers towards you. You say you got business with me? What business? What you need?
Well, absolutely, we have business with you. We are representatives of the town of Saltaire's Port, and it seems that there's a bit of a misunderstanding happening between their citizens there and some pirates in the area. Now, we were told to come to this cave and follow up on it and entreat with the leader of this group. Now, I'm sure it's not you fine folk that are causing problems for the port, and we just want to square that.
No, it is. It's us. We're definitely the ones. Yeah, we're causing problems. Yeah.
Well, I have been empowered to entreat with you on behalf of the town, and I'm just here to have a peaceful parley with you and try to figure out what it is that you want. What is success in your mind in this situation?
Counter proposal. You leave. You lot get out of my hair, and I keep doing whatever I want.
Well, what is it that you want? Perhaps we can help you.
Don't strike me how that's any of your business.
Well, it's not my business, it's your business, but I want to be a part of your business to help your business grow. For the mutual benefit of everyone along the coast. Persuasion?
Or persuasion. I've been playing a lot of con.
That's a 10.
Sorry. Mm-hmm. Yes.
I'm kind of stopped there because I saw I didn't want to say anything.
Okay, so you're still.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
So there's Scops. As you do that, Scops goes, "All right, I can see this is not going to be a productive conversation." Gestures at the raptor, and the raptor near Fen, and that raptor pulls on a lever, and releases the young Wakewyrm into the bay. No. Now we are actually going to start combat proper.
Yay! Wakewyrm buddy.
So, Galena, I will give you with Scops goes, how about you can take your offer to parlay and you can shove it.
Yeah, he's gonna tell me to shove it.
Up your wet hole. How about that?
I've heard that one before. Okay, and given that the source of light, Fen, has wandered away with the lantern, I can't actually see anything. I will cast invisibility on myself, and then kind of wander towards where the lantern is. So I go invisible.
Great.
Wonderful. Cool.
Cool. Great.
And I'm not sure how close I was, if any of them try to attack me as I invisibly stalk away, but I am attempting to get away from them if I can.
I think you're good.
Sure. So I'm somewhere towards the lantern over here.
Yeah, for sure. Cool. Then that's going to be one of the deckhands who is going to
Wouldn't the young Wakewyrm be next since they got a 23?
Yeah, true. It will be the young Wakewyrm's turn, who is going to move. And anyone can roll me an insight. Actually, Fen, roll me an insight check.
Okay. Oh, please be good. Oh, I didn't mean to roll at advantage.
Gotta turn that off.
This is just your good old friend the Wakewyrm. This is just your good old friend the Wakewyrm. It's just your good old. This is just your good old friend the Wakewyrm. This is just your good old friend the Wakewyrm. Your good old friend the Wakewyrm does lash out at you and make 2 biting attacks. The 18, I believe, hits for 11 piercing damage.
But I'm gonna throw it in that water.
Yeah. Thank you for reminding me that it was indeed the Wakewyrm's turn.
I thought it was gonna be on our side.
Now it's the deckhand's turn, who is going to fire a couple of shots at Shay, because Shay is the closest one.
Great, thanks for letting me clean up.
Does a 20 hit?
Okay, so the 20 will hit, the 12 will not. So that's 6 piercing damage. Ow!
And then it's Shay's turn, though. Shay.
Well,
So the Lana goes, yeah, you tried to parlay with our boss? What are you? An idiot? And then the other one, Alan, goes, huh, good one, Lana. And they kind of like elbow each other back and forth, and Alan nudges Lana so hard that she misses her second shot. Or her first shot.
So I am going to take a step forward, just sigh, grit through the pain, and remembering slightly where that owl was, send a fireball right above, I think that's Jim right there. Send a fireball right above Jim for a 20-foot radius, hoping that with a bunch of wooden docks and wooden ships, something fun might happen.
Fair. That's a fair assumption. Actually, sorry, let me also roll.
That's a DC 15 dexterity save. And as soon as I send that, I am booking it. So I did 10 feet, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's not very far. Fan, come back to me.
I can't.
So Jim
I don't want to hurt
needs
the
to
Wakewyrm.
make.
So yeah, so
Jim and Lana
DC
both.
dex save for everyone in a 20-foot radius of around Jim, or 5 feet above Jim.
Scops is gonna have to make that dex save. Scops does not make that dex save. How much do they take?
That is going to be 24 fire damage.
Do math. Hate math.
And flammable objects in the area aren't. It ignites flammable objects in the area that aren't being worn or carried.
Yeah.
The boat and the deck. Good to know.
So you just, for the second time today, you just create just toast. You make a roast chicken leg of these raptors.
Nice.
You Lana seems to be okay. Or no, actually both of them are just destroyed. Both of the raptor deckhands are just incinerated.
Extra crispy.
Extra
I can't
crispy.
see that because I started running, and I am terrified.
But yeah.
By the way,
and
does the boat catch on fire and thus light up that area?
sure.
Ooh.
If that's a thing that's doable by our benevolent invisible GM.
The great invisible, the great invisible goblin.
All right.
Oh my gosh, I can see. Okay.
Aha!
I can see what's going on now.
Wonderful. All right. Now that is going to bring it to Scops. And Scops is going to first move. And then Scops is gonna do this. Wait, sorry, that's actually already happened. Never mind. Okay, so Scops is actually
setting on the wood, so it should last for a little bit.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, it'll burn for a solid 10-15 seconds.
So the Scops is gonna do something that y'all don't know.
Oh no!
I'm invisible. Can't see me.
Yep, that's fine. Doesn't matter.
Oh. Okay, so Scops did something.
Scops did something.
Cool.
Oh, the two deckhands are super dead. Just as a note, the two deckhands super dead.
Right. Good. I like my deckhands extra crispy. Thank you.
That'll be Fen.
Right. Well, I've got two options here. Jump back and help my party members, or try and get the Wakewyrm on our side and not have to deal with a Wakewyrm.
Get swallowed by the Wakewyrm.
Can I jump onto its back and try and steer it in the direction of the bad guy?
I mean, you can try.
And I love this for you.
So what do I need to do what I'm attempting?
I guess first roll me an this thing is not it just attacked you, so first roll me an athletics to try and get onto it.
Right.
DC 15 athletics to get onto its back.
Nat 20.
Way to go, fast.
All right, so you're able to get onto its back. You are essentially what you are doing with the nat 20. You are grappling it. If you want to steer it, you can roll me an animal handling or an insight to try and see what's going on.
All right. I'm good at neither of these, so let's try for animal handling.
Everything's fine now. You don't have to do anything. You should just stay where you are. Atop this thing's back.
I am going to try and take. This is a skill check, so I can do that for free. So I'm gonna try and disengage while grappling it to try and, stop it from attacking. I guess taking the dodge action would be the case.
So you're taking the dodge action
while on the thing. So
okay, I think you will have to get off of the thing if you're going to do that. Essentially what you're doing is you're doing this. So
I'm on the back of it, so its head, if it's a snake, right? And its head is here, and I am here. That means unless it can rotate its head 360, it shouldn't be able to attack me.
You think you think it's
animal
fine.
handling, man. Animal handling.
Your animal handling. You think this thing is no longer angry at you.
So the dice go.
That's only on a nat 1, right? I can get an inkling, right?
Nah, man, you're hanging.
I mean,
you're just hanging.
what you can do is, I think if you want to give it the ability, want to make it not be able to lash out at you, which I think is
because it
doesn't quite make sense with what you know. Yes, but you think it's fine now. I think you think it's fine now. You could attack the raptor deckhand. That would be a good use of your turn.
I can't reach it, but I can try and throw the potion bottle at him because improvised weapon.
Sure. Just roll me a straight d20 plus Dex, and it'll if it
That'd
hits,
be a Dex check then.
Yeah, not a Dex save though.
Right. I don't have proficiency in dexterity, so.
Cool. It hits. Roll me a D4 plus your Dex.
That's 5.
Yeah, you'll take 5 damage.
It's like, throw the potion bottle at him, trying desperately to hang on to the squirming Wakewyrm.
Oh, this one didn't actually roll initiative. He.
Alan did
shit.
roll.
Oh, damn, Alan.
Alan was there for a bit. I remember seeing him.
Oh, I'm terrible. All right. We'll also roll for Alan, who needs to jump into the water. Alan has glide. That's right. Alan does have glide because he is a raptor. All right, we'll roll initiative for him too. Okay, so Fen, that is your turn, and then it would be Alan, or the raptor deckhand, who is going to run up and make a hit at Fen. Make a couple of hits at Fen, actually.
It be half cover because I'm on the back of the Wakewyrm.
No, you're more
You are above
exposed,
the
if anything.
water.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
You're
absolutely.
more exposed.
You're just like a nice and a target right there.
Nice
You are
juicy
in,
target.
it is indeed not half cover.
It's okay though.
But neither of them hit, so you are good. And Alan is then going to glide safely, or what he believes is safely. Shay is not invisible, right?
No.
So then going to swing at Shay.
Gets a critical one though.
And is going to miss wildly and fall on his butt, and he's going to land prone. Oh no, how embarrassing for him!
Oh no, how embarrassing.
Poor baby, poor little Alan.
That makes it really convenient. Try
He
it
goes, aw, beans.
Oh my god, he got a. Oh, I thought that was. Never mind. I thought the nat 1 was a 10. I'm like, he has a +9.
Yeah.
All right, that. Oh god, I didn't mean to minimize it. I did it again. And then it is going to be Shay's turn, I believe. No, the Vulcan Buccaneers.
Ah, right.
Yes.
Is that person still charmed under suggestion?
Yeah, he's just gonna go. And that's what he's gonna spend his turn doing, is pulling at his hair, going.
Oh no!
And that's gonna be Kalina's turn.
All right, seeing the flaming ship, seeing Fen leap to his death into a Wakewyrm's embrace, and seeing everyone crowded around by these buccaneers and pirates and deckhands, and seeing Shay getting torn up, Kalina will attempt to dissolve the situation by killing the leader. So she is going to use her hunting lessons that she learned as a young person during an about, and will expend a use of bardic inspiration to essentially mark Scops, the beast taker, beast master, to deal extra damage to him. Now, DM,
Sure.
it says that I expend a use of bardic inspiration. Would that count as like a bonus action? Or nothing?
It
doesn't
should
say.
say.
It doesn't say what it is, but normally if I would use bardic inspiration to give to someone, it would be a bonus action. So I'm just wondering if it's a bonus action.
If it's just what it, can you read me what the text says?
It just
Or,
says
wait,
you
actually, I can flip to it.
you expend a use of bardic inspiration. It
But
doesn't
I
actually
think it's
say.
free. I think it just costs you a bardic.
Okay. Well, I mean that would be excellent, because what I want to do next is I want to shoot him with the bow. Yeah. So sorry. Is DM is it going to be a free action or is it a bonus action to use the? Inspiration?
What is the?
It literally
hunting
just
lessons?
says you use an instance of bardic inspiration. And normally,
I would rule that reading it. I would rule it as free. I bet it
Okay,
just costs
sure.
one of your, as a
So
free
I'm
action.
gonna use my hunting lessons to zone in on him, and I'm going to shoot him with my short bow to attempt to attack. And what it does if I hit, 17 to hit.
That will hit exactly.
Awesome. Okay, so it's going to deal damage, and then it also deals an extra D8. So it's going to be an 8 plus 1, so 9 points of piercing damage. I have attack, so I am no longer invisible. And I kind of come out of cover, and I can't really see into this dark corner. I know Shay was off there somewhere. And I should say, Shay, we need to kill the leader. Here, this will help. And I'll use my bonus action to heal Shay with a healing word. For 1 point of health and 3. It says 3. There must be some bonus to it. So 3 points of healing to Shay. Shoot the thing with an arrow. No longer invisible, and just kind of tuck myself up. This is actually all darkness for me, so I'm just hanging out in the dark.
Wonderful. It's going to be a young. So it's going to be the young Wakewyrm's turn, and the young Wakewyrm is indeed going to try to bite at Fen, who is atop its back. And because Fen is atop its back, it will have disadvantage trying to bite you, because it is kind of in an awkward position, kind of like a weird little rabid dog. But it will make 2 attacks.
Oh, God bless.
So it'll still be 9 piercing. So it does manage to hit one solid chunk into your arm. And that is its turn. And then you guys see, Fen especially, you see the other Wakewyrm just rattling against the gate, just railing against it, trying as hard as it can to tear it down. And then it's going to be Alan's turn, and Alan is going to once again try to attack Shay.
No!
Alan, I thought we had something.
We're friends. Oh. Yeah, well, that's what you get, Alan.
Well, I mean, Alan probably should have been at disadvantage. I mean, he stood up first. He goes,
I assume.
and he goes, nuts, I can't hit for anything today. This is just not Alan's day. Well, you know what Mom always said. Alan's day is gonna come, but it doesn't have to be today. And he just kind of, he sits back down on the ground.
Oh, poor Alan. Well, I'm...
Making
Alright.
me feel for the enemy.
Very,
How dare you.
Now it is Shay's turn. He's still prone, Shay.
very sorry to hear that, Alan, but I've got other things I need to worry about right now, and I'm going to loose a full Scorching Ray, all 3 attacks right on Scops. So, 1, a 2, and a 3!
Jeez. Shay with the nat 20s. Yeah, those, the first and the last will hit.
Alright, so the first one is gonna be... the 7... It's gonna be... 17, and then... 8, so a total of 25 fire damage to Mr. Beastbreaker over there. And that's my... Oh, God.
Oh, he looks bad, y'all. He looks much less good than he did a minute ago. All right, and it's gonna be Scops' turn, and he didn't care for that at all.
Oh, Alan was prone, so will he get an attack of opportunity if I run?
No, Alan is depressed. Alan is staring at his hands like, why have you forsaken me?
I'm just gonna run. I'm just gonna hide in this little corner right over here, where Kalina just went from.
Well, so because he can no longer see you, Scops, who is just extremely angry, is going to continue to do something that you can't see or hear.
Oh no.
Kalina like feels someone run by her and is like, huh, who was that?
It's me.
Completely dark over here.
Give me just a sec. How do you do a whisper roll?
Shay, was that
Just
you?
me to me.
At me to me.
Me to the benevolent GM. How do you do a whisper roll?
Oh, GM in the sky. I can try.
Butterfly twice as high. Oh wait, copyright. We can't do that.
Oops.
Hey guys, pay no attention to the thing that I'm about to do.
Okay.
Just don't worry about
La
it.
la 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 la.
Don't
Cool,
worry
cool,
about it.
Cool.
Don't worry about
Hey,
it.
you know what's wrong with the number 4? Everybody loves the number 4.
Yeah,
4 is a good
awesome.
number.
But
Four-
it's a nice round.
4 was a nice
of,
even number. It's the number of sides on a square. It's the number of people in this call.
Yeah, totally. On the stream, it's great.
On the stream. So with that, it is Fenn's turn.
So it's trying to bite me, like fully trying to bite me, right?
That is what it appears. It sure does appear to be. It sure do seem it.
Can I take Can I take my rope and like coil it around the Wakewyrm's mouth and then use that like bridle to steer it? I get it to attack the raptor in front of me.
Roll me another insight or animal handling.
Can I get advantage because I'm using a creative tactic?
This is unrelated to the rope. This is just to see why it's angry at you. Even with an 11, you know that the thing that's making it mad at you is nothing that you have done. You can see in its eye that its eyes are glazed over. It's under a spell.
Oh. Clever.
Right.
So the answer to that question is probably no.
Well, no, even though it's under a spell, can I, tie up its mouth and make it, like, thrash and move up the side of the river towards these people?
Roll me an Arcana. Probably not.
Okay, I see. All right. Next question. Can I pull a Batman?
Elaborate. I'm interested.
So
I'm interested in your elevator pitch here.
I want to take my grappling hook, right?
Mm-hmm. Love it. Yes, continue.
Swing it up into the ceiling,
Mm-hmm.
grapple it onto some rocks, and then use it to flip across away from the Wakewyrm.
You 100% can do that, yes. Roll me an acrobatics. Or just a dex save. Just roll me a general dex save, if that's better for you.
Neither can I do athletics?
Sure, yeah. Athletics is fine.
Dirty 20!
Yeah,
Okay.
Dirty 20, with a dirty 20, you take that grappling hook, you see that there's like a little divot in one of the rocks, and you're like, you kiss your grappling hook, and then you're like, hasta la vista, snake worm. You still don't know what they're called. And you swing. Do you take the disengage action? Or
yes, I guess I take the disengage action because I'm assuming this is gonna fling me right across the battlefield without.
Where do you want to land? With the dirty 20, you can tell me what you're swinging at.
Here.
Yeah, go for it.
All right, so.
Alan looks up at you and goes, "Are you an angel? Have you
Good old Alan.
Have you come for me?"
a superhero landing.
Oh yeah. Love it.
It's killer on the knees. All right, Fen, I think that is maybe Fen's turn.
Yeah.
Raptor Deckhand is going to, nameless Raptor Deckhand is going to shoot at Shay a couple times. And only one of them's gonna hit. For the first one, he's like watching Fen do this very cool swing, and he's like, oh my god, and he goes and just fires off willy-nilly. But the second one, he's like, oh right, I'm supposed to be a bad guy. I gotta do the thing.
Things to do.
Right. And he fires off and does 4 piercing damage on Shay. And then it's Jim's turn, and Jim is who we've called Alan, I believe, actually. So Alan is going to make a persuasion roll for Fen, and is going to say, please, mister, please don't kill me. My mom will be so crushed.
Why would I kill you? You seem like a nice kind of person.
So you can counter that with wisdom. If you have no intention to kill him, you're good.
I don't really have an intention to kill him. He hasn't attacked me, so I won't attack him.
Jim's
That's what a hero is all about.
Jim stays sitting. He starts drawing tic-tac-toe on the dirt, and he's playing against himself. He's begging for his life. He's a little shaken. He's had a bad couple of turns. It's gonna take him a second.
Isn't Jim dead? Because this is Jim up here.
This is actually Alan. I deleted the wrong person from the turn order. It's fine. It's fine, guys. Everything's fine. The Vulpin Buccaneer. How long does suggestion last?
I will double check for you. I feel like they've completed their task by talking to Scob, so they're probably no longer compelled to help us.
Yeah, I think the Vulpin Buccaneer, having done what he came here to do, has been like, oh wait, this is bad. This is I'm supposed to be a bad guy. Right, yeah. And he's gonna turn and he's gonna shoot at Fen a couple times. Alan is still in the turn order. It's
Alan
okay
is
because
everywhere.
Alan
He
is.
has two chances to be depressed every round. So.
Alan, it's beautiful. Incredible. This Vulpin Buccaneer, Mo, does shoot at you twice, Fen. One of them hits with a 22, does 5 piercing damage. Hits you square in the arm, right in the arm that just got bitten by the Wakewyrm. Ouchie. The other one misses and lands in the tic-tac-toe game. What a bummer for poor Alan.
It lands right in the middle. Now it's tic-tac-arrow.
Now it's tic-tac-arrow. That's such a bummer. Oh, that's so sad. Oh, so sad. Now it's Kalina's turn.
Right. I will continue the plan to try and take out the leader.
Fen is, by the way,
scurvy dogs will go away.
Really
I'm going to shoot my short bow at said leader. Scobs, Beastmaster. Boom! Okay.
How many times have y'all crit on me? My goodness.
This is Kalina's first, but the first of many. So is it twice as many damage dice? Is that how it works?
If you click on it,
I think it does it auto for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm actually going to roll it individually because I have the hunter skill still up, which also adds d8s to it.
Yeah, it does it for you.
Oh, well, here we are.
So it's 2d6 plus 3 plus 2.
Look at that.
14 damage to Scabs the Beast Breaker.
That's his name. That is his name.
Oh yeah, I haven't got it right once, and I don't plan on it. No one's as famous as me. How is he looking after this shot?
Bad.
Bad. Okay. All right. He's looking bad. Let's get out of here. Fen, come along. And I'll cast Healing Word on Fen. Oh, that's actually decent. So 6 points of healing to Fen. As I go running by and just say, "Come, let's kill him and let's get out of here." This seems to be a little bit over our heads, and that's where I end up.
Wonderful. And then it is the young Wakewyrm's turn, and he does a little swimmy swim. How much of a little swimmy swim does he do? How much of a little swimmy swim? He only has a little bit of swimmy swim. So he just dashes to about here, and kind of gnashes his big old jaws, like, and then the Wakewyrm, kind of seeing, like, locking eyes on her child, bangs harder against the grate, and you can see it start to buckle. You can see that it's not going to last another round of this. You think that this is going to end very poorly for somebody here shortly. And then it is Alan's turn, and Alan looks at Fen and says, "Can you give me a hand up?"
Don't do it, Fen. He's one of them.
Shay doesn't see any of this.
Why can't you see any of this? You have night vision, don't you?
I'm behind a little outcropping, pressed up
Behind a
against the
rock.
wall because I'm almost bleeding out.
Well, you might
Your
want to
circle's
run.
still green.
That's what you think.
Oh, have you been keeping track of your health in your character sheet?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, it doesn't update on the thing. You have to do it by clicking on your character.
There's a
Yeah, I found
This-
that out because it says I had 12. It said I had 15 when on my character sheet it said I had
There we go.
1. So
All right, now my circle is accurate.
yeah.
Yep,
I
I see
see.
you are now yellow. Yellow's back.
does Fen offer a hand up to poor Alan?
Fen does offer a hand up to poor Alan because he seems okay.
Alan says, "Thank you," and then kind of waddles over to the door and says, "Pardon me."
Oh, by all means.
And exits. You guys can take opportunity attacks if you want, you monsters.
We're not gonna take up.
You
What do you
monster.
take us for, monsters?
It's a potential
Yes.
fan. I am not going to harm a potential fan.
Alright, that's Shay's turn.
All right, so seeing that the Beast Breaker is not looking all that great, I'm gonna 10, 15, 25, 30. I'm gonna come up here as close as I can get to the door and just let off. Oh, my last range spell, just a magic missile. 3 darts right at Beastbreaker. 1, 2, 3, for a total of 7 damage to Beastbreaker.
Alrighty. With
Oh,
that, you see him fall to one knee, but he is still standing barely. He is not dead.
Ah,
And it is his turn, and with his final breath, he looks at Fen and he goes, "Oh, I should have known when you lot came in here. I should have known you was trouble." And he reaches out his hand crossbow and he shoots twice. But he doesn't hit.
Thunk,
He's
thunk.
so weak that they both thunk far into the wall behind you. And as that happens, Fen, it is your turn. What do you do?
I think just this one time, I'm gonna be the winner. And he charges forward and first attacks Beastbreaker with an upward two-handed swing and then tries to bring it down if the first one misses.
Yeah, you don't even need to. How do you do it? How do you do it?
Right, well, seeing as he's probably the one with the spell, right? Like, he kind of rushes forward, sword in both hands, and then he scrapes it along the ground before
Oh, yeah.
straight up the middle, before bringing
All
it
right.
back around and cutting off his head.
As soon as you do that, you hear a shuddering crash as the gate behind you shatters, and the Wakewyrm, the mother Wakewyrm, is able to break in.
He's looking a bit
To the
wide. He's looking a bit
Run!
wide.
Run! Fen, run!
As simultaneously, the young Wakewyrm, you're able to turn just in time as you hear this clatter, and you see the young Wakewyrm shake its head, the glaze leaving from its eyes, and it immediately rushes toward you, turning towards its mother and whimpering as if to say, "No, these people tried to protect me. They were not the ones who did this." And seeing this, the mother Wakewyrm calms a little and rushes forward, rubbing her head against that of the much smaller Wakewyrms. Their bodies writhing against each other in what looks to be a little bit of like a dance in the water. It is one of the most invigorating and beautiful things you have ever seen. The pair glide close together. They are counting tenderly as they leave the cave as a unit through the gaping hole in the gate that the mother has made just seconds before. Fen, you have succeeded in your promise. You have fulfilled in what you have sworn to this Wakewyrm. And seeing what you have done, seeing the collateral damage that has occurred, the rest of the deckhands scatter. You turn, the deck is burning. There's wreckage. This place is yours to loot as you wish and as you see fit.
As this happens, he holds up his sword and goes, "We are victorious!" Ah!
Oh, that was well done, Fen. Perhaps we could collect anything we can find and make our way back to town. Oh
Yes, we need spoils. We need evidence of our great victory here. And you lot, all of you riff-raff. I expect you to tell everyone of what you've seen here.
There's Kalina. There's no one left. They've all run away.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, begone, monstrous creature! Away with you!
I look down at the now headless corpse of Scope. Is there any kind of identifying thing on him that I could, does he have a cool weapon or something identifiable on him?
You find a chrysoberyl gem and a polished bloodstone, along with some coins and a key that you can only presume is to that chest that you found in the brig.
Okay. What's a chrysabellus gem?
That's a good question. I think you don't know, and that's okay. Sometimes life has fun little mysteries. Sometimes the world is beautiful and mysterious, and it operates in ways that are beyond your comprehension, and you collect a pretty shiny, and you don't know what it is.
Ah, Chrysabellus gem. That is a rare find, Fen. Well done.
Yeah.
At this point, Shay is limping to that card table in the brig and just sitting down.
Injured people. Right. Let me help you with that.
So is it safe to say we're able to freely loot the space and there are no more enemies?
You find, yes. You find 113 gold pieces, 2 amethysts, a silver chalice that I can only presume goes to Kalina because it is the gaudiest thing that you find. And you also find a kraken's tooth that is carved with scenes of pastoral life.
Ooh.
How charming.
Oh, very charming.
Can I take
and a whistle of freedom.
Absolutely, Fen. I think you've deserved it with that killing blow.
Awesome. Also, he reaches into his bag. You look really hurt. Here, you can have this. I was saving it for when I completed my first adventure, but you know what? I think we've become, friends. So if you'd want to share
Thank
it,
you,
and he holds out like a bottle about yay big compared, like it looks comically oversized when compared to him, of elderberry wine.
Aw.
How did you know, Fen? This is my favorite. And I unstopper it and take a swig out of it, pass it to Fen. Job well done.
Job well done.
I think as you nurse the bottle of elderberry wine and your wounds, playing a couple of hands of cards at the gaming table, you pass a surprisingly pleasant evening in this dank cave, knowing that you did the job you were supposed to do. And when you eventually do return to Petra, she pays you handsomely for your troubles. And you've most importantly, I think, Kalina, you have really got a great story to tell.
Oh,
Truly.
Petra, darling, you should have been there. I was amazing. And these fine folk helped as well.
Oh, I'm sure they didn't do nearly as much as you, dear.
No, they did quite a lot. I mean, under some expert guidance, of course, and a little bit of gentle nudging. But it was a team effort. It was definitely a team effort.
Oh, really? Well, in that case, when I throw my heroes banquet, I'll have to make sure all of you are honored in kind. And with that, you have an invitation to a wonderful dinner that following evening, where you are celebrated as heroes and champions of Saltar's port. And people, Kalina, you are usually the one singing songs in your own honor. Tonight, everyone is singing songs in all of yours honors. So, congratulations.
Very good. Well
You've
done.
done
Excellent.
the thing.
Well done. Awesome.
Step, not copyright.
Sorry.
You have to do. That's the achievement noise. That is not
Perfect.
copyright
There we
written.
go. Outstanding.
Excellent.
Job well done to our fabulous GM this evening.
Yeah,
you.
thanks so much,
Job
Molly.
well-
That was great. Yeah.
Job well done to
fun.
each of you. You are also so wonderful. Karsh, how do we?
So disembodied voice from the production over here at Cash Goblin. I know they've been hearing little bits of me over the time. That's weird. I'm in the background. Just to thank you for everyone for coming in. Thank you, Molgars, for coming and doing this for us. Who have had a busy schedule. For all our new cast members, I asked Spec. I cannot pronounce you. Well, it's caffeinated, but I can't pronounce.
It's Scrop the Beast Laker.
Dry to sale? Is that
I
right?
think you mean Skip the Feast Maker?
Or maybe Scooby the Beast Baker.
I'm horrible with names. Dry to sale?
Drydactyl.
Drydactyl. I knew it was something. It's horrible with names, and yes. But thank you, everyone. So if you want to do a shout out of where you can be found online, what do you do, what not? Caffeinated, do you want to say something of?
I had a wonderful time. This has been an awesome one shot. I don't really have any social media because I don't like to get into all that negativity. So thanks everyone for having me on the show today. I hope for many more times I can do one shots and maybe even a campaign much later down the line.
Drydactyl?
Again, thank you so much, Karsh. This was a grand old time. Molgars, wonderful job DMing. Both of you were so much fun to play with you. I also, this is a first foray for me into streaming for TTRPGs. I do, however, have a cooking Instagram, which is called Whatever Man Kitchen, where I like to play around with fun cooking things. So cooking and TTRPGs are kind of my two passions. So yeah,
That's awesome. I asked Beck.
Yeah, no, I had an excellent time. First go at the streaming of the D&Ds, and yeah, really had a nice time. Thanks, Molgars. Thanks, Karsh, for hosting everything as well. And yeah, thank you to my wonderful companions on the adventure. That was great. Tons of fun.
There was a lot of great banter, and our pun mistress, Molgars.
Yes.
Thank you so much for this. So, do you want to do your shout out? Who are you? What can you do?
Yeah, I don't really have any social media to shout out. I just want to say thank you to Karsh for being the GM angel behind the scenes. And just a reminder, everybody, to be excellent to each other and to be kind. And
Excellent.
Just to treat each other with respect and be excellent. That's my shout out.
I'm sorry, I couldn't resist.
Thank you so much, Molgars.
So we are going to do a raid. We're going to raid DM Quicksilver. It's been a long time since we've raided DM Quicksilver. He was in here yesterday. He's doing Starfinder at the moment. We do have a raid command, which is we come to share the love. Our hearts are warm and fresh. If you're a member of the channel, you also include the Goblin Heart emotes. If you're not, just the first part, and that's all good. We're doing that after our credits roll because we want to actually say where you can get all this stuff and where the links and what we do and everything. So please wait for the credits roll, and that's when we're going to do our raid afterwards. So, and also, I've been having a lot of fun with Syrinscape in the background. It's been hard to try to pick up spells because they're really hard. Because we've got multiple spellcasters, and I know, like, I got Scorching Ray in this screen. I got like Sleep in this screen. I got suggestions like.
I guess you're thankful that our fourth player didn't come on because that would have been 3 spellcasters.
Yeah, but it's been really fun on the production side in the background. Very different experience. But anyway, let's go and do a raid. Let's do our credits. So it's a bye for everybody, and thank you everyone for coming in.
Bye.